We're live. We're actually live. It's working. I hit the button before I started talking, and I can't believe it worked. It took me what 10 episodes to get this to work the right way, but we're live. And we're live on a Monday night. You know why? Because we don't watch Monday Night Raw because that stuff sucks, even live, even with a live crowd. Although I do have to say, WWE is just getting worse and worse and worse. They fired Bray Wyatt. Don't know why, but AEW looks like they're going to be getting better and better. Let's see who is here. Who is here? Who is here? Who is ready? Um, yeah, Radar, right on time. I don't. I am. I'm. It's gonna snow. I I didn't watch it. I read it. I read it. I read the I read the yeah, I read it. So yes, card shop. That is exactly why, but I don't want to say that. Like I will bash them all day long and say they suck. They just they're dumb. They're really dumb. They don't know what they're doing. They haven't known what they've been doing since ever, except for uh, the mid 2000s is where I lost interest. Hi, Perlini. All right, so let's see. Wait. Okay, we got him. We gotta give you the link. Sent. Okay. First on the panel is down here, and I'm gonna go from left to right. And the first person that actually came into the panel, and I'm excited because he's never first. Never first. You know him, you love him. Yeah, yeah. He's got the best PSA out there, at least in my opinion. I don't know about anybody else's, but here he is. You know him, you love him. He's got a lot of cleaning to do this week. Mr. Collecting Chaos.
I got more cleaning than you could possibly imagine. Oh, you mean comics? Yeah. I'm going to clean this too, I think.
Oh, that's a nice one.
And you thought you had an early Daredevil.
That's earlier. Yeah, that's earlier than the one I had.
Yeah, that predates the Marvel Daredevil series.
Wow.
I think that one's from 1950, so it's an older one, a newer one, I should say.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I wasn't sure, but it looked like pre Marvel Daredevil, but I didn't want to assume. So
no, it was. It is.
Okay. Let's see.
But I need an older one that actually has that Daredevil on the cover.
How you doing, Felix? All right. Next on the panel is the next person up is you know him. He was on tonight and he's on fire like he usually is. I can't say that word. I don't know how to pronounce it. So Chaos, if you may, you can say the king of Gojira or however you say it.
Oh, Darth Gojira?
Yeah. But he said but you said how did you say it? The word for king.
Koenig.
Yeah, Koenig Gojira. There it is.
Koenig is auf Deutsch. It's German.
It still works. And there he is. Keep that pose there, Darth. Keep that pose. There you go. There he is.
You call him Czar, too.
There he is.
I prefer Kaiju King. And
Kaiju
remember,
King?
That pose would be
watching.
more appropriate to calling him Czar.
Yeah.
True. Very true. Oh.
Yeah. How you doing, Felix?
Hey,
How about
everybody?
that? I beat the co-host on.
Yeah. I was surprised at that when it lit up down here. I'm like, oh, it's usually Darth.
I was I was over at another place, same
Yes.
place Perlini
Yeah,
was,
he had to
and
run
you
a
guys
long
were
way
there.
to get to your channel.
Yeah,
I
he had
did.
to run. That was a long run.
I had to flash it, man. Oh, but no. What made me late? I wanted to get all the invoices out
Yeah, definitely.
from there. It was. It's weird. I don't know if any. Oh, thank you, Maria. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
that was awesome. You
Uh,
did good tonight. I missed the first couple of times.
Pearl!
honestly,
Perlini!
And
yeah,
Maria too. But, you know,
actually, Bemos bought. I made the most money off of Bemos, and that was behind stage before we even went live. Because, Bemos is big into the horror and
Yeah.
monster
oh yeah.
stuff. So I just showed her a bunch of my big books, and I said, now I have all of these on eBay, but I'm going to give them to you at friend prices since you're letting me on the show. And she said, yes, 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 and yes. So I'm like,
It's like what you do. Mine. Mine.
yep. So she's like 100 and I said it's 109.50 for everything and I'll throw in the free shipping because I overextended ordering for stuff to sell this week and my account went into a negative balance. So I'm like, "Oh shit, I got to get money going in."
So
And
Cam, and
because I
then
have two separate accounts. I have family and comics.
we have another guest making his first appearance on
Oh,
this show
it's
tonight.
Cam.
Tonight, the one and only. You know him, you love him, you've been introduced to him for a couple weeks now, but his first appearance is tonight on my show. Well, on my show tonight, his first appearance. He's appeared before on other streams, but this is his first time on mine.
It's
Hi,
because
Bellini.
we're taking over. The
Taking over
Jameses
this
are
world.
taking over.
Yeah, here
Yes.
he is, Mr. James Willie.
We're grabbing
How's it going,
everything.
everybody?
What's up, man?
Hey!
How are you guys all doing?
For those in the chat that don't know, my first name is James. Darth's first name is James.
And of course,
Chris, you
I'm-
need to change. I'm
James.
sorry, Chris. You need to change your name.
I'm surrounded by Jameses. I might as well just put it in the application now. The name change.
how's everybody doing?
Doing
Good.
pretty
How are you?
groovy.
Excellent, excellent.
I've slept 2 hours since
I got about 3 hours more than
since
you.
last night
Yeah, I got
Why?
about 3 more than you.
because I had to work.
Oh, crap.
And we were up late, so
Yeah, I went to bed. I went to bed about 2:30.
Ooh.
Got up at 4:30 or 5:30, something like that. I don't know.
I don't know how you do it.
What time did you guys finish
Yes.
last?
And I went to bed early.
Wow. See, Sundays and Mondays I'm off, but tomorrow now they got my appointments where I've got morning appointments and then nothing till late afternoon, early evening. So it's like another split shift.
Car shop's like, yep,
Well, I was going to
getting dark to the hundy.
put all the packages out tonight and ship them first thing in the morning. That ain't happening because I tried putting one together and yeah, I threw the roll of tape away. It
Oh,
was
my
that
goodness.
bad.
Yeah,
I got-
Cass, get some rest, man. Get some rest.
I got
I can see, I can talk, I can't handle tape tonight for some reason.
I was able to
Well-
get Williams out and Cam's out, and I had to find a bigger box for you, James, and Darth. I ran out of bags and boards for your stuff, and I'm like, I'm not sending him raw books without bags and boards. So tomorrow I want to send everybody else's stuff out.
I hate running out of bags and boards. It always happens at the worst time.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
sitting there packing. I'll be putting his
When I
books
get
in,
down when
my-
I get down to 200 mylights, I order more.
Wow.
My store, I had my store would only sell me 200 bags and boards. Those went so quick. I went back to get more. They're not going to
I
have.
think
another
I've got
shipment.
some old resealable ones if you've got them, Darth. If you want them, Darth. I've got
Heck,
probably
yeah.
400 or 500 old resealable silver.
Yeah, I'll take them. I'll take them because my
Yeah.
store said the shipment isn't coming in again till December
Oh
because
my gosh.
BCW is on back order now.
Oh wow.
Well, don't get them from BCW.
Why
Duh.
don't we have the bag over here right now?
That's
I-
who
In
we
California,
go through.
in California there should be a bunch of independent bag distributors, because I know there used to be like 7 or 8 of them at least,
Yeah,
and that was just in Northern California.
Hi, Beth.
yeah.
Glad to have you.
Or I should say hi,
It's,
Beth.
it seems like all I can find
Yeah,
out
you can
here
say hi now, James, instead of being in the chat.
all I can find out here in Riverside County area is the BCW stuff. Bags and boards, boxes, it's all BCW. Um, and I think that might be because of Diamond distributors. Again,
Yeah.
most of the stores out here go through Diamond. Diamond only carries BCW. Um, when you go through the other distributors like DC's going through Luna, then you may have other options. And I've seen.
Let's see. Now, I had a private distributor for my collecting supplies, and they carried a variety of stuff, including PPK and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Oh, okay.
And what happened? I had a fairly large store, and when I first moved in, he came down to look at it, and he went, "How would you like to carry my whole line?" And I looked at him and I said, "I can't afford your whole line." He went, "No, you've got space in the back room.
Well, thank you. I'm
Let
glad
me,
you enjoyed
let me
that
use
video.
2 pallets worth of space in your back room, and I will put everything we own on display in your store. If you need anything, just take it off the pallet, sell it, pay for it once it's sold." So I had to pay.
Wow.
But I had his full line too, and I would have other comic shops coming by to pick up orders that they had paid through with him. All they had to do was show me the receipt, and I'd go in the back and get a couple of get some stuff for him.
I'm going to go in the Wayback Machine, and Chaos is going to be the only one who remembers this distributor. Remember Capital?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. Now, through Capital, I used to be able to get everything and anything I wanted.
Capital City
Everything.
Distribution, Heroes World
Yeah.
Distribution.
Yes. Yes.
I used to go through. I used to go through Berkeley Games to get my Magic the Gathering stuff and all of my other game stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I also had an account with Games Workshop.
Horizon.
Let's see.
Yeah. We used to get all our stuff for the gaming, like Stormbreaker and all that, the Chaosium stuff. We used to go through that distributor you just mentioned, the whatever games.
Berkeley Games, yeah.
Yes.
Berkeley Games got bought out by Diamond.
Yeah. Diamond bought out everything. They put Capital out of business and then bought it up. I mean, God.
No, actually, they just bought them outright. They didn't put them out of business. They bought them.
Oh, okay.
I
like
remember when that
comics
happened.
too, Horizon. And hey, good to see you, brother.
About 2.5 to 3 months before Diamond bought Capital, I got a phone call from Diamond. I'm not going to mention the person's name that actually called me and told me, "You need to get an account with us." And I went, "No, I have an account with Capital. That's good enough." He said, "You don't understand. We've been friends a long time. You need an account with me." And I went, "Okay, tell me why." He said, "I can't tell you why, but if I were you, I'd avoid the rush and go ahead and do it." Well, I kind of trusted the guy's judgment, so I went ahead and did it.
Yeah.
And 3 weeks after I did it, they announced that Diamond was buying Capital.
Yep. Bottom up.
I didn't have to do the changeover because I already had the account.
Yeah. I really liked Capital because they literally had everything.
Yeah.
Very little delays and prompt good service.
And before that happened, Marvel Comics bought Heroes World Distribution.
Yeah.
To public, and that was going to be their exclusive distribution channel. That was the only place you were going to get comics. And of course, it didn't work, and Diamond bought them too.
Yep.
Diamond just kind of absorbed them. Or no. When Marvel went bankrupt, they could no longer afford the distribution company, and Diamond got the exclusive rights to Marvel.
Yep.
That's what happened.
There it is.
Yep. Exactly. Yep. I'm going to show you guys a little previews of what's coming up in my upcoming videos.
Right. Well,
Xander
let's get
Cannon's
you.
Kaiju
Let's
Max.
get you big. Oh wait, wrong one. Hold on. I hit the wrong box.
All right. That's okay. For anyone interested in my videos, the next video is going to be about Xander Cannon's series Kaiju Max because it's ending pretty soon. He's been doing it for 6 years now. Each he does it as seasons, and each season has 6 issues. So we're on the sixth and final season, and the series started off where monsters are captured and kept on an island because they're criminals. Of course, Monster Island. And the Ultramen are the wardens. All right. This is the entire season 1. I have season 1 floppy, season 6 floppy. Then we skip over to season 5 and season 6. But season 6 is the end of it. I can't speak highly of this series enough, guys. It it has homages to everything we like about monsters and horror and aliens while being relevant and funny, but also very mature. If you haven't read this, you should. My last video of the week is going to be about other independent monster comics that people I actually know did. You know, these guys here. In fact, I'm a not a close friend, but a good friend with this guy here, and we're going to talk about that. I'm going to try to get him on my show for a live interview. But yeah, that's going to be coming up this week. And I'm probably going to do another pulp video because someone got me these, and I love me my Shadow, and I love Doc Savage. This is basically a fake biography written about what his life would have had to have been like. And this is like 4 shadow novels in one. So, yeah. Okay, I'm done. Get me off the big screen. You've seen me
Aw,
enough.
we like you though. But yeah. So I got my set in finally. I pre-ordered this set. I want to say maybe 2 months ago. The the Department of Truth sketch set.
Oh, that's beautiful.
The Jay Ferguson's. I think it's 9,
Oh,
10, and
wow.
11.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. The Jay Ferguson's.
that is gorgeous.
Yeah, these are. As soon as I saw them, man, I went right to the. I
Oh,
paused. I
wow.
paused the video, and I went right to the website and I ordered like 2 or 3 sets of these. Man, I was like, these are going to be nice to have in the Department of Troops set. You know, like, I had to get like 2 or 3 sets of those, man. And there was no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Howdy, Hood.
Great score.
Hoodie, what's up, brother?
Did you
What's
also
up, Hood?
order? Did you
What's
also
up, Celestine?
order the
Cam,
William Albright? I think he sent all of us a link for some Virgin variants on DOT.
Yes, he
Cam,
did.
this isn't bidding, brother.
Cam, you in
No, I
attendance?
think he was telling us that it was book
Oh.
number 10 and 11 and 12.
Oh,
Or he was trying to bid.
Oh,
Is it 10?
okay.
I think it's either 9, 10, 11, or 10,
Darth.
11, 12.
Have your comic shop get an account with Bags Unlimited.
Bags Unlimited, you got it. I'll
Yeah.
talk to him tomorrow.
Because they've got probably the best prices, and it's not just BCW stuff.
Okay.
They've got their
Now
own
you guys
stuff.
tell me. Wait, we're not doing it on
Nice.
Horizon. We're gonna. That's Wednesday, bro.
I will. I'll talk to Ambrose for sure. Free Comic Book Day has a lot of stuff like Enter the Slaughterhouse. That is going to be so huge.
Oh, yeah.
The
We
Archie,
just
I
did
only
an
want the
unboxing
Archie.
video over on our channel about all the free comic book day stuff
We
before we were on here.
Yeah, there's
we got a
Yeah,
flasher
fantastic.
in my we got a flasher. on
Yeah,
my
I
screen.
might have to go to the comic shop this week.
But so and then
I
these
haven't
finally
been
came in.
since we had the freeze down here in January.
I finally got these in.
Oh, Air
Yeah.
Boy.
That one I have, but
These ones came in yesterday,
yeah,
and I have
Ooh,
issues 1,
Eclipse comics are beautiful.
2,
Do you have the Dave Steven variant covers on those? On any of those?
3,
Look at that.
most
heat,
of
that-
them are Dave Stevens. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
4.
but oh,
Is that 6? Is that 6? Yeah, 6. Then 7, 8. I think I got most of like the first 20 in this one.
I'm missing a few of those. I don't remember which ones off the top of my head.
that's
But,
very cool.
but I can send you a list.
Yeah, definitely.
Or
I
or I could just take them all.
what?
Hey,
Good.
Patrick Murphy. I'm glad Patrick Murphy sent you here, sir.
Patrick Murphy.
Oh, and
Is
Chaos-
Patrick Murphy sending people around again?
Patrick Murphy sends himself everywhere too.
yeah, I got
He's been all over the place.
those books
14?
from Mike, and the Green Lantern doesn't look as good as he made it out to look.
None of this stuff ever does.
18.
And it's got a blue marker over the pricing circle, which I didn't see that before when he showed it.
So yeah, I got those 21 in yesterday, and I was these are like going to be next on the this is actually for the Tuesday video I did.
See, we can work something out with those Airboys. I think I have a couple of comics you're interested in.
Oh, I think so. I think you do.
But here it is. I did not even notice that up there. I feel so bad.
Was that on the book or the tag?
No, it's on the book, man.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
These are the Valiants I have for him so far.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
yes. So close, so much closer to having them all now.
And that's not all of them. I have more that I haven't dug out yet. And I still have 2/3 of a box full of Valiants.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
The so Cam,
I got a couple of them that last by.
I sent your Batmans out. I didn't give you tracking yet. I didn't get to it on the email, and then I sent William Albright's books out in case he watches this. And like I said, everybody else is still packing.
I ended up with 3 of these. I'm like, I don't need 3 Exo Zeros, man.
There's a good thing. There's ones that were printed in the Exos. Is that 0?
Yeah.
That some of them were misprinted, and they only had one color on the chrome.
Yeah, that's not these, man. These are
No,
all.
Yeah. I'm just saying, Patrick, where'd you go? I was gonna. Okay. He showed up down here on the panel, and then he disappeared.
He might have connectivity issues. And then, of course, the Ninjak. Is that number 1? Yeah, the number 1 wraparound.
Yeah,
I love.
That's a nice one.
Well, both of these are really nice because they're Quesada and Palmiotti when they were at the top of their game. I mean, Palmiotti's still there, but Quesada hasn't done any real artwork in quite a while now that he's running Marvel, man, pretty much. Well, Feige's running Marvel, but you know what
Are you guys going to get it on the Ninjak free comic book day?
Oh, I'm grabbing one. Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I'll
I'll
just pick up
grab it,
whatever I pick up.
but the art is crap from what I've seen. Like the new Ninjak book, the art looks like a kid did it, dude.
Yeah, I was
Thank you. That's
not
90% of
on
the comics printed
Ninjak
today.
before.
Yeah. 90%.
Yeah.
Why do you think I went over to Zenoscope for most of the comics?
And
The
then you get
artwork
then
is fabulous.
you get ones like this in that 10% range.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm mainly reading independents now, because the indies seem to have good art and good story, and you need that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's certain titles that I just have such long runs of. I hate to give up on.
Like that one.
Yeah.
There we go. He's here. The man, the myth himself.
Action Comics, Superman Comics, Wonder Woman. I have incredibly long runs of those, and I hate to give up on them.
Let's welcome
Yeah,
to the show,
but
Mr.
Chaos,
Patrick Murphy.
you may not have
Hey,
given up,
Patrick.
What's
but
up, bro?
DC has.
The other way. There you go. Horns pointing down.
Yeah.
I was in the back room before when you
I,
said
you
flashing.
were flickering, and I'm like, what happened? And
I
then
was
you
trying to
went,
get your attention. Is what I was trying
oh,
to do.
I thought it was something was happening. That's and then you disappeared, and I'm like, what happened? And like Darth said, maybe his internet conked out because you were just like giving me Morse code. I guess I'm like, I don't know what that is.
I cam here.
Oh, so all right. So, what's your opinion, Darth? Because I know you're big on wrestling, and I know James is big on wrestling. What do you think of the news of WWE firing Bray Wyatt?
There's,
Bad decision.
I can't. Anything I would say right now would be an expletive, and this is a family show. So
Yeah,
We just
they
came
are
from a family
idiots.
show.
it's horrible.
The guy has one of the best gimmicks. He is phenomenal, and they're idiots. It's all because Vince is just old school and thinks you got to be. I got to be big and built and muscle man, like
The first
triple.
And Bray Wyatt had complete control of every character he did. He wrote his own stuff,
Yeah.
and he wrote his own promos. Like he was the most creative wrestler they had in years.
Yeah.
I got to meet his dad at a restaurant called Fuddruckers when I was maybe about 7 or 8 years old. He was the tag team champ at the time with Ted DiBiase.
Yep.
So he was in character, obviously, because he was carrying the belt around. And he broke character when my foster mother went over and asked if I could take a picture with him. He totally had me come over and sit on his lap, broke character.
Nice.
Wasn't mean, wasn't anything.
Awesome.
I mean, it was awesome, man. And then to find out later on that him and Bo Dallas are his sons was just like,
we got a rare Delco appearance on my channel. Wait, hold on. Where you at? There he is.
Delco.
oh,
It's Delco.
There he is.
Hi, Delco.
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 I guess my show is now officially Delco approved.
Yep.
I don't know. Is it approved, Delco?
probably
Is it approved?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, he's not going to say.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. What about the other
Great.
possibilities of certain people signing?
Uh-oh,
I'm not
you
sure
mean-
who,
you mean that
I
guy-
thought
you mean that guy?
CM Punk's
I
done
thought-
with
I-
AEW.
Right down?
I thought it was a done deal.
Well, I mean, they're
Yeah.
hinting. I don't know if you guys watched last
Him
week, but
signing with AEW.
I mean, Darby Allin was referring to fighting people that claim to be the best in the world.
Yeah.
And then someone else said the same thing. So, and it's in Chicago. I mean, it could be a big swerve, though. You know what I mean? It could be just a big swerve, but I'm hoping because I'd love to see CM Punk
Wait,
versus Daniel Bryanson or Bryan Danielson and versus Kenny Omega would just be like
yes.
WWE would have to fold at that point, and I wouldn't be too upset about it.
Wait. They let go of Ric Flair, the legend.
Oh, they granted his release.
Oh,
okay.
oh,
so,
see.
so he wanted it.
Oh, they granted.
So he wanted it, and they
Okay.
let him get. Okay.
I know. I'm a big CM Punk fan. I love that guy.
What is up with comic book commodities?
We did a unboxing right before. I was mentioning right before this live show. We did a live unboxing of the comic book, the free comic book day books, a preview.
Right on.
There we go. Yeah, I saw that, and
I've got an
everyone was
idea.
on tonight. It was awesome. What's the idea?
Talk about what our comic grail is. I kind of already know chaos.
Grail or
But I'm
Grails
sure-
is because I got a couple.
No. One, it has to be the ultimate grail
That we own or we want to own.
that we want to own. Anybody
I
want to
just
go
settle
first?
I'd settle for holding one because I've never actually seen a copy. I've seen pictures of a copy. I've never actually seen a copy.
I think it would be a giant size X-Men for me
This
because that's
this is
still
it
a
for me.
semi-relative, attainable comic book.
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
I've owned it. I've written on it. I ripped the cover off of a GSX1. That doesn't impress me. This stuff does.
Yeah, it's like Amazing Fantasy 15 doesn't impress me.
Yeah, and Fantastic Four #1. I bought a Fantastic Four #1 that was considered good condition back in the 80s. I paid $150 for it.
Yeah, Lily.
And turned around and sold it in the 90s in my shop for like $500-600 because it was no big deal.
We
But
see you,
golden and
Lily.
stuff
We see you.
like this, Adventure Comics #40 from July 1939, first appearance of Wesley Dodds, the original Sandman. That's my grail, man. If I can find it in any decent grade that's a 2.5 or higher, I'm looking at $40,000 if it's graded. Raw,
Oof.
probably about 5 to 10. Yeah.
Patrick, my wife watched that video today.
Sorry, what?
My wife watched that video today, and she was like, "How many?" First she's like, "First of all, you gotta tell him that there was 2 jackasses in that video."
Yeah, there was only one.
Well, you said it twice. I think she meant.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, there was only one, but he said it twice. Yeah, that's
And
true.
then she said to me, she goes, how many? She goes, how many Mountain Dews did you drink today? And I'm like, about 4 of the bottles, like the 12-ounce bottles. She's like, you tell Patrick that he's gonna be the reason why you get a sugar coma because every time he goes like this, you drink, and it's gonna be like you did this like 17 times in that video.
Oh, wow.
I was like taking a sip of my bottle every time you did that. It's like my Mountain Dew,
Okay.
and she's like,
Let me go ahead and end with my grail in case people don't know what it is.
Yes.
You would think it would be Action Comics #1, right? The first appearance of Superman, but it's not because I've held that multiple times. I've considered buying it and decided not to. My grail comic, the comic book that I have never actually seen or held a copy of, is Superman #1 from 1940.
Oh, wow.
oh, so that's the second run for him, like the second title.
Yeah.
So
Now, Action Comics, I've seen that. I've held it. I've considered buying it. You
And
can
then
kick
the
me later for not buying it, but
and then Superman, it was the other title from back then that ran, and you've
That's
never seen.
basically still running today.
Yeah. Well, you never seen it?
I've never seen a copy of Superman #1 with
Neither
my
have
eyes.
I.
I have seen pictures of them,
Yeah.
but I've never
Oh.
actually seen a copy. Like I
That's-
said, Action Comics #1 I've probably seen a dozen times. I've held it 4 or 5 times. I've considered buying it on 3 occasions.
Yeah, but Card Shop, to me, that isn't really the newest Superman book. That's the newest Son of Superman book. They're trying to push him off as the new Superman.
Yeah,
Superman is Clark Kent, always will be,
yeah.
at least to
The
me.
mine, if I really had to pick,
I
it would be
know.
one. It would have to be the whatever issue was the first appearance of Flash. Whether
Which
it
Uh,
was
which
whether
which
well,
Flash?
are you
it'd
talking
have to
Barry
be
Allen?
it would have to be
Oh, okay. I
the
see what you're
original
saying.
the
All
original
right.
Flash.
Jay Garrick.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
that
Golden
was all
Age
Flash
Flash.
Comics. Yeah, I love that.
He was the
That
one
would
with
Yep.
be
the metal helmet, correct?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I
I'm newbie.
apologize.
I
I
don't
did
know very much
misread it.
about all those older comics. I'm
I mean,
more current.
I love Flash. Like I love Barry Allen, Wally West, Jay Garrick, like like Eddie Flash. But the
Yeah.
first appearance of the first Flash would be
Flash
big.
Comics #1 from January 1940. Not
Yep.
all Flash, but Flash.
Yeah,
Yeah. All Flash came after that. And yes,
That
Card
is the
Shop.
same Flash comic that in number 105 featured Barry Allen.
really.
It's the same run. They just picked the numbering up again.
You guys like the TV show, the serial
Yeah,
of the
I
Flash?
like the fact that they
Yeah, they
got
film
the
it here.
guy. Yeah. Yeah, I like it that the guy who plays the Golden Age Flash in the Flash TV show was the Flash on the original TV show back in the 80s and 90s. That
Yeah,
yep,
dude, I
is an
remember that with that
epic
yeah.
suit.
homage.
See, I
That
love
Yeah.
that show. Was
Yeah.
I wish they would bring that kind of stuff back. A lot of people didn't like it because it looked like a foam suit, and I was like, but it looked like the Flash should,
it was the
in
Yeah.
my head,
Flash, man.
should look. You know?
That was
Yeah,
good.
I've
How
I
got a
about
like
friend
you?
that
that
works
show.
on the current Flash show. She's one of the grips or something like that. So she's
Yeah.
constantly
Yeah.
working on it and telling me what's coming up. And I'm not a Flash guy, so I'm like, oh, that's
Huh?
cool.
8 more days. 8 more days and season 2 starts. I'm super excited for this show coming back, man.
Yeah, they're doing good with that.
Yeah. And I had to
Yeah,
get
I'm still waiting for it to come out on DVD.
I can't afford to get these issues. They're all $100 or more because of the TV show now, the Stars and Stripes show.
Yep.
I was in a store in Ukaipa, which is up the hill from where I live, uh, near my wife's dad's house, and they had this there for $15. And I was like, snag. Uh,
Yes,
Lily
that's a good one
Lily
too.
said she's accepted she'll never find House of Mystery #1. How about you, James Willie? What's your Grail of Grails book for your collection?
Oh, look, Giant Size X-Men #1,
Okay.
definitely. I'm a big Wolverine guy, so that would be mine.
So why not a Hulk 181?
Well,
Or 180.
because I mean, because those I think those are less attainable than a Giant Size X-Men for me,
Actually, there's
realistically.
probably more Hulk 181s out there than there are the Giant Size X-Men one.
Yeah, just
And-
price point though. Isn't there a big price difference between?
And it's ridiculous. It's way overpriced.
Yeah,
Well, if you're looking at graded,
And most of the Hulk 181s are owned by dealers, not by collectors.
yeah,
Go figure.
graded
The last one I had was a good a good to very good copy. I sold it for $40.
from everything I've seen, the
I paid
graded-
35 for it. I sold it for 40, but that's because I only bought it for one specific customer. It was his grail.
The graded Giant Size X-Men #1s, depending on the grade, run anywhere from $38,000 to $72,000. You can, yeah. So they're not that obtainable. The Hulk 180s you can still get for hundreds to $1,000 raw, 181s, forget it. 182s, which are the third appearance, okay, are in the hundreds to 1,000. So I would listen to Chaos's advice and hunt down either a Hulk 180 or a Hulk 182. You know?
Yeah.
How about you, Patrick Murphy? What would
Yeah.
be the Grail comic you would want? You're muted, sir.
I think Rainbow did at that time because he was on the left.
Yeah.
I have it.
Delco told him to.
Warlock number 9.
Ah.
Oh,
Is that the one you don't have?
No, I have it.
you have the first appearance of Warlock?
No, not the first appearance. When Jim Starlin took over the series.
Oh.
I mean, it started in Strange Tales 178.
Yeah.
And then kind of continued into Warlock number 9 when he took over the series, because it was the power of
Marvel Premiere.
Warlock, and then
Yeah.
it was changed to just Warlock, and then he did the run up until the series was canceled, and then yada yada. So
Yeah.
And Diecast, how about you, good sir?
I said mine already. The Flash.
Oh, okay, that's right. Sorry.
I was like, wait, did I not say it? I'm like, wait.
No, my brain is still fried from that auction.
That was a wild auction, man.
Dude, I couldn't believe Melanie and Bemos back to back with the pervert parade there.
It was funny. I'm sitting there, I'm like, when I stumbled into Jigglers, I'm like, what?
That's
What
right.
auction?
Roy Thomas
what
wrote
auction?
Marvel Premiere 1, didn't he?
The one that was on earlier.
Roy Thomas
I
was
didn't know that was going on.
writing Warlock before Jim Starlin took over.
correct.
It had him and I'm pointing at the screen like you can see where I'm pointing. It was Patrick and Darth were guest sellers on Melanie
Yep.
Light Beams and BMOS Mercantiles auction.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was
fun.
I'm gonna have to look after.
It was
Oh
good.
my God. Patrick and I are actually trying to sell goods and wares, and they're showing off
Somebody want to
mugs
come say hi?
that
Hi, Charlotte.
jiggle.
Yeah,
Hello,
she just
young
got back
lady.
from grandma's.
No, what you need to watch about
Awesome.
the last 10 minutes where Laura is trying to stump me on comics.
Yeah.
Independent comics.
Did you have fun at Grandma's?
Have you ever seen that? Oh yeah, I've got the whole run. All three of
Yeah.
them.
Well, you heard what I said.
Yeah, they went to the
Yeah.
beach. They went to have a little bit of lake time, and then
Nice.
that was today. And then yesterday they went to see the horse and stuff.
What are you sitting on?
Awesome, man. Did you have any ideas for your giveaway this week, Charlotte?
Do you know what you want to give away this weekend, or no?
Horizon.
All right.
Yeah, she's gonna dress up again, of course.
Of course, that's awesome.
You
Hey, I just want to let everyone know if my stuff doesn't come in for me to sell on Wednesday night, I won't be selling, but I'm still more than happy to host everyone that wants to sell Wednesday night after these guys go late night with Patrick Murphy.
your books still haven't arrived yet, bro.
No. I had stuff I was selling last week, and then I bought more, and hopefully they get here by Wednesday.
See, here's the thing
What do you
about people trying to stump me on comics, especially from comics from 1998 back. Right now, I have 24,000 comics. That sounds like a lot. But when I had my store, I had 5 times that amount.
It's crazy.
I had over 120,000 comics. So how do you stump that kind of a person?
You don't.
Exactly, you don't.
You don't. There's no way.
I think-
I mean, there are
I sometimes feel that way
somebody-
about wrestling trivia. because I'm
Yeah.
such a wrestling guy.
Yeah.
But
There you
Honestly, Chaos, I think she was trying to bring up something you didn't have so you'd buy it.
It's very rare.
I don't
that you
always
find
buy
something.
things I don't have. Although I'll be honest with you, the blackthorns were tempting to get because they looked like they were in nice shape.
They did, yeah.
And there are a lot of blackthorns I don't have anymore. That doesn't mean I've never had them or that I don't know about them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw the 3 issues of Preteen Dirty Jean Kung Fu Kangaroos the other day, and thought about putting it in my
Morton,
Eternal My Light project,
wanna
and
say
then
hi,
skipped
Morton?
it to go do something to put something else in instead.
You want to say hi to the people, Morton?
A matter of fact, that was when I got
You
them
wanna
out
say hi?
for this next video that's dropping on Wednesday.
Ah.
I'm not going to say what they are, but they do start with the
Hey,
letter P,
Morton, where'd you go?
and it's not independent.
Morton, say hello to fine people.
What? Are you sure?
Say hello.
You jumped down before. Why would you want back up here? Oh, is that it? Okay.
Coming down.
Yep.
Coming down?
YouTube loves its cats, I'll tell you what, man.
No, they just love the fact that my cat talks back to me.
Yeah, I do too. I think that's
I love
great.
talking cats.
Yeah.
If they don't talk, I think there's something wrong with them.
What do you want, Delco?
He's like, I heard Morton was coming.
Ah.
See, they talk in code, and then Delco will say something, and Rainbow will listen, and then Rainbow will go turn off Patrick Murphy's mic.
Yeah.
Oh, so did I tell you what he did to me the other morning? So he booped my nose, and that's how I woke up because I felt his wet nose on my nose, which was cute, right? But I guess I was sleeping with my mouth open, and the next thing I knew, I felt his nose in my mouth. I'm like, what is going on here?
He's like, what's in there?
Did you? That's actually one of the biggest compliments you can get from a cat, aside from
Yeah.
them turning their belly up to you.
Yeah.
You know, when they turn their belly up to you, that's the ultimate compliment, because that means they
Yeah.
trust you completely.
Yeah. Because their bellies are the most vulnerable.
He's a good cat. He's getting a boop right now. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
But no, it's like I felt his wet nose because I felt him jump up on the bed. I kind of like was half awake at that point, and then I felt him like, and I'm like, okay, that's cute. And then the next thing, I'm like, Rainbow, what are you doing?
There's nothing in there for you. What are you doing?
And it's like I brushed my teeth the night before, so it's not like I had like food on my mouth, breath. It's like
He's probably like, what is that?
When he was younger, Delco would reach up a paw, no calls or anything, just reach up a paw, and he'd touch my arm early in the morning. He'd just touch my arm, and if that didn't work, he'd get right up in my ear and
Oh yeah.
in
Every
other words,
morning.
it's time to get up. I'm hungry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I forgot.
Yeah, we have.
the horn
Oh, go
there,
ahead.
Maria. No, I was just saying hi to Maria there, and I typed in like her
Oh, hey, Maria.
at Maria, and I forgot to put the horns. I'm tired, guys. I didn't get my afternoon nap in today because I was doing things.
You're tired?
Oh, by the way, I did check one of my Walmarts. They did not have it. I got one more Walmart to check. And
That's okay, because I was so tired when I got off, I forgot to go by the toilet department and buy them. So I'm going to have to make a special
Chaos?
trip in tomorrow.
no, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Chaos, I have a
because I
big
forgot some other
favor to
things.
ask of you.
What's
And
that?
it's Godzilla toy related. Only you can find them because you work at that Walmart. In the toy section, they're coming out with 2 new figures. One is the original 1956 Rodan. It's made by Playmates. And the other
Yeah.
one is Gorosaurus, also made by Playmates. I need them both. Rodan
I'll
for
keep
my
my eyes
wife,
open.
Gorosaurus for me. Yes.
I'll keep
And
my eyes
I'm wi-
open.
I'm willing to pay double for them. I'm saying that
Good.
in front of everyone here as my
George,
witness.
you should IG me and then let me know what toys they are as well, because I'm always going to Walmart like once a week, usually to two
Okay.
different Walmarts.
I go every day,
Yeah,
but
he
I'm
does.
in
5
Canada,
times a
so
week.
we got more stuff that people don't buy down there.
Maria, I'm sorry I missed it, but Pearl didn't.
Hi, Maria.
Hi, Maria.
I got your payment. Your stuff will go out tomorrow, just like
I could have
Chaos's
sworn I
will
said
go out
hello to
tomorrow.
Maria earlier.
I thought I did too.
But was that in my or was it in the auction?
No, it was right here.
Okay, I was just checking because I said hi.
Right
to her in
after
the
I said
auction.
hi to Pearl, I said, and Maria.
But Mama Wolf, I'm really glad you liked my Chinoo video this morning. I did a bit of
No
a deep
way.
dive.
Perlini, when was that? It wasn't one of our shows, was it? No, because we always say hi to Perlini.
That's the law.
Yeah,
We wrote it down in stone just outside the house here. Of course,
yeah.
then none of them can read it, but you know.
Because we're not allowed anywhere near Chaos's property. See?
Whose show was it on, Pearl?
Yeah, we have to rectify that.
The recent auction, the Friday night auction, or tonight's auction?
Recent auction? I don't
If
know.
it was tonight's auction, I wasn't there. Was
Well,
I?
Are you
Friday
talking
night
about?
was we had an auction. We missed her on Friday night.
Oh, we are so sorry.
We are indeed sorry.
Fridays. Oh, Pearl. That's you know what it is.
Well,
We are so sorry.
Sorry, Pearl.
We apologize. Friday was such a weird night for all of us. It was just weird. It was weird. That's all I'm
I'm
going
going
to
to
say.
drill. I was drilling it into my head for next time. I'm going to make sure to say hi to Maria and Berlini. I'll make sure. I feel horrible now. I got to do something. I don't know what to do.
Yep. And
I
yeah,
can
I
do
got
this.
I'm going to go back to air check.
I'm gonna do I'm gonna announce that I'm over 700, and so Darth, you're over 100. We're gonna give away stuff this week. So
yes, we are.
Yes, we are. As a matter of fact,
I'm gonna try to give
tomorrow
something
night
really cool.
I'm giving this away.
Woo!
What?
Hello, Mr. Sinister.
All
Yes,
right,
please.
bathroom break, guys. I will be back.
Is that the masterpiece one? Hold on, show that again. Is that the Marvel masterpieces or the famous covers? Yeah, famous covers.
Famous covers. And then Thursday, I'm giving this away. So yeah, I'm giving a little bit of stuff away this week. Ah! Make me small.
Wait, where is it? This one. There we go. Really? Where is it? Perlini, are you messing with us that it hurt your feelings? Because I'm hurt that I hurt you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean,
I didn't even. Yeah.
I thought we always said hi to Pearl.
I sincerely apologize if we did miss it.
Yeah, we missed you. That just
Yeah.
We didn't do it on purpose, and we didn't do it intentionally.
You're welcome, Pearl. We're so sorry.
because she's one of our longest viewers. She's been with us since the beginning.
But yeah, definitely, we're going to be giving away stuff this week. I know I haven't picked out what yet, but I am giving away something. And if I give away a book, and it's I feel that it can use a cleaning or a press, I will do that for you. Whoever wins it, no charge. It's all free.
Of course, she's still learning to clean, so you might end up with a torn corner.
It may take a little bit. I may take my time on it, so I'm definitely gonna clean it though. If you want it to be clean, If you don't, it's cool too. And I'm
And
also going.
you don't want to miss my Friday video.
Well, yeah, because
No.
we're gonna get the
Because
Fantastic Four cleaned.
you get to watch me clean Fantastic Four 44.
Yes, but you're also gonna clean the other ones, but not on camera.
Yeah, I'm going to clean the other ones too. You're just not going to see that.
Yeah.
Well, I might show once they're finished. I might show a before and an after.
And then also, whoever wins my giveaway, whichever book it is, you also get the option of me sending it in to get graded for you, free of charge, if you want that option. If you don't, it's cool. It's just everything in this giveaway is free. So I'm going to be offering a lot of good stuff for this giveaway. But that's all up to everyone. That's up to the winner. And then I'll also have like little giveaways on top of that. Nothing huge, like maybe a little. Maybe I'll throw in a little action figure giveaway or a Beanie Baby I'll give to somebody. Like just lots of cool stuff. Yeah, Pearl, we're so sorry. We're never gonna hurt your feelings like that again. Who's that?
It's from Toy Story.
Is that one of Sid's toys?
Yeah. And if that doesn't do it for you, here's a toy that everybody would love.
Oh,
I remember those from the little McDonald's Happy Meals. Fraggle Rock.
Fraggle.
Yep, Fraggle Rock.
Oh,
Hey, Pearl.
Cam, I'm offended. Oh,
Pearl, when did you come into the chat?
What, on Friday?
Yeah.
Oh.
oh my God, Pete's Dragon.
Hey, Will.
The original Pete's Dragon. That was so cool. What up, William Albright?
What up, William?
And it's got a little lever for his mouth to open and close.
William, I mailed your book out today. I'll IG you the tracking after the show. Same thing with you, Cam. I'll email you after the show your tracking, as I always do.
There was stuff today that I thought was really going to sell, but didn't. Like those Star Wars books and whatnot. I thought that would have sold. Didn't sell.
So sell them Wednesday.
No, they're actual books for kids. You know, I don't have Star Wars comics. You know,
So maybe some of the ladies in the chat Wednesday night will want to buy them.
our people Wednesday night are mainly comic people, but yeah, you could be right.
All right, cool. All right, Cam, cool.
Oh, he'll be on late enough for you to pop in.
I'll say this. Triple H has good ideas and he knows talent, but because Vince is still running the show,
Yeah.
Triple H can't do anything because Vince has the final say on everything.
Yep. And then you got the people that write the stuff, and then it has to. Vince approves it, and I'm like, does he even read it anymore? Like, I think he just says.
He does.
I think he just says, "Okay, here you go for it." I don't know. Vince is. I mean, don't get me wrong. Vince used to be a mastermind. Like he did a lot of good things for the wrestling industry, but then he just started kind of going down the crazy path.
When they start rehashing the same storyline 50 times
I
in
quit
the same
watching wrestling
4 years, you're like,
when WCW was absorbed by the WWF. That's when I quit watching.
It got really bad when they started to try to do the crossover wars, and it just became redundant. And then it was 19 belts combined into one, and then it was 12 belts combined into one, and then it went back to 3 belts. And then
it's nuts, man. Like they can't.
I just quit watching it at that point.
They can't write anything fresh anymore. It's like, but you see fresh stuff all the time in AEW. You see fresh stuff all the time in New Japan.
even
You
worse
get-
because they've hired multiple different writers now for like comedy, drama, and all this.
Yeah.
It's more so like a TV show opposed to a wrestling show.
program. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
I just can't. I get more excited
Best
watching new.
best wrestling match in your opinion?
Hey, Pearl, are you on any of the social media platforms such as
Hmm.
Instagram or Facebook? If so, if something like that happens again, you reach out to one of us. Because I'm
Yeah.
combing
Yeah.
through the chat and I'm not
Mhm.
seeing anything thus far. Now, granted, I got 4 hours of chat to comb through.
Oh, you're gonna make me think, Chaos. Oh my gosh.
And I would really like to. I'd really like to get to the bottom of this.
Because I can't believe. I mean,
got
you
it.
wouldn't lie to us. I know that, Cornini, but I can't believe we all ignored you. That's horrible.
Okay,
Yeah,
for-
no. Well,
for the
I'm just
for-
wondering because there's been some issues, and I want to.
For the 80s, I'd have to go with Dusty Rhodes versus Ric Flair.
No, I'm just thinking your favorite all time.
Oh, I have a favorite one for every decade.
I just have one favorite one.
No, it's. I mean,
Mine is
What-
gonna
what-
always be when Hogan turned. When Hogan turned.
Oh, when he was the third person. Yeah.
Correct. That's
Yeah.
that
That
to
was a
me
moment.
is that's like the greatest moment in wrestling to me. Like I always resonate back to that because it was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was
The
unprecedented.
Undertaker, and Mankind. Hell in a
Oh
Cell.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
got to be the greatest match ever. Period.
Yeah,
That is my favorite
coming
match
through
of
his
all
nose.
time.
Ugh,
Yeah.
he took a beating that day.
Yeah,
You're
Mankind
telling me.
Both
did
of them
everything
did.
on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both of them took a beating.
Oh
Yeah.
my
What about
gosh.
that?
And-
Did you guys see that match like last week with Nick Cage and Jericho? The whatever. Oh, you guys got to go back and watch that. Nick Cage versus
Let's
Chris
see.
Jericho.
Oh,
last,
yeah.
last week.
The
That's
death
after.
match?
That was after 2001. So no, I haven't seen it.
Oh, it came out last week, and it was the most
Yeah, my point exactly. It came out
gory
after
match I ever
2001.
seen in
I
my
haven't
life.
seen it.
But it reminded me of old ECW where they would
Yes.
just go like,
Out,
you know,
like, oh my gosh, man.
but worse. That's like borderline assault on TV. Like
yeah.
what he was doing to Jericho. I was like, oh,
And the fans, everybody was standing. That's what I loved about it. You don't
and then
get
you
that.
see at the end, and Jericho's like
Gushing.
there's a round piece like dangling
stuck-
off of
yeah.
his forehead where he. Oh,
Oh, that was awesome. It brought me back to the
Gotta
ECW
agree with
days.
Card Shop on one of the wrestlers. JYD was awesome.
oh, there, no doubt.
Oh,
My
yes.
favorite wrestler is Daniel Bryan, simply for the fact that he did something no other wrestler did. He
Yes.
actively defied Vince McMahon. Vince did not want him near any belt, but he fought them.
we
They
just
took
want
over
you to
the
know,
ring.
Perlini, we just want you to know we love you and we're sorry. We
Yep,
didn't
we are.
know that happened.
Yeah, we
didn't-
would never intentionally do
Yeah.
that, bro.
But all right, so back to the Horizon's
Honestly,
bringing
I
up-
would have to say, do you guys remember Lance Storm in
Yes.
WCW?
Oh, I love
When
Lance
he
Storm.
won all the belts at one time
Yes,
and then
yes.
put Canadian stickers and then
Oh,
had
yes.
every single belt. That
all the Maple Leafs and all the
Oh,
he
man.
was Maple Leaf muscle right there, man.
at the time,
Oh.
that thing was like, and then he just disappeared. It was weird.
Yeah, because they wrote him out of the script after that because he'd already done what he needed to do.
Yeah.
I don't think there's ever been another person that held all the belts at once.
No,
Like he did. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because he was a U.S. title, TV title, World Heavyweight title, tag belts,
Yeah.
and
I think that
wasn't there another one, hardcore belt? I think. Didn't
Yeah.
he own that
Yeah.
one too?
And he had all five. in
Yeah.
WCW at
Yeah.
one point, and it was unheard of. And I
Yeah.
was like, what?
And my favorite wrestler of all time, Superfly, Jimmy Snuka.
Jimmy Snuka.
Oh yeah. He,
Epic
What?
off the top of the cage.
Are you sure? I could have swore he had that belt once.
Didn't he? Oh, I swear he held them all at the same time.
Was it?
Cardshot's pretty knowledgeable about this
Was,
stuff, though.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah, he is.
was it the NWA one then? Because I know NWA and WCW had a run. Don't quote me though. Never quote me.
I only know what I like, and I don't deep dive into it like I try to with comics. But my memory's not as good as it was from all my drug use either, you know. And when you burn out brain cells, ladies and gentlemen, they do not come back. Okay.
It depends on the era, card shop, because there's a lot of different eras that I'm good in. But yeah, I watch Ring of Honor, man.
Ring
The
of Honor
Briscoes are
was
tearing it up.
incredible.
It's still on. Briscoes. You got EC3 changing it up. Like
Yep.
a lot of good stuff in there, man.
Oh, EC3 went back to Ring of Honor?
Yeah. After he did, when he left WWE, he went and he went and cross promoted with AEW, Impact, ROH, and I think he appeared in New Japan at one point before he got signed to ROH because he went everywhere and he did what did he call it, shock to the system or something, whatever. He was like the initiative or whatever, and he did this whole promo thing where he went to all the different brands and then he found out where he wanted to be. NWA, he showed up in NWA Power. It was so great. Oh no, I'm not saying. I was just saying. I recognize. Card shop. You're hurting my feelings now. I respect your. I know you have a lot of intel about the wrestling business. I'm sorry, wrestling. We have discussed, and we will have our time. But like I said, there are certain decades and eras of wrestling I really know a lot about. I'm not saying that I know everything like you. You know a lot, though. You do know a lot.
Hey, I'm just saying, keep in mind, Card Shop Reality knows EVS, like on a first name basis. So if he knows someone that you and I love, Diecast,
Oh yeah,
there's probably no ending to the knowledge he has about wrestling. I guarantee you, he's got at least one inside person in the wrestling business where, and he's been watching it. He started off as a fan, but he ended up knowing someone, and it just
Right.
happens. That's how it happens, you know.
right.
Has anybody got to meet any famous wrestlers and actually like shake their hand? Like, who would be your top guy that from wrestling that you've met and actually got to shake hands with?
Oh God, I've never met any wrestler. Never. I met a lot of rock and roll stars, a lot of actors, and a lot of comic people, but never a wrestler.
Oh, really? Yeah, I stood in line one time when Hulk Hogan was doing a tour maybe about 9 years ago with a whole bunch of old time wrestlers. So I got to actually meet Hulk Hogan and shake his hand. I got to meet Honky Tonk Man, Coco Beware, Greg Valentine. There was a whole bunch of them. Actually, one of my Facebook pages or pictures on Facebook is me shaking Hogan's hand. Um, was really awesome, man.
See, now Rey Mysterio, William, that's someone I want to meet. And that boy don't live too far from me either. He's down in SDC, man.
Yeah, he's in the 619, baby.
Yeah. Yep. I'm in the 951. That's like an hour drive, you know.
I got to meet my all-time favorite wrestler, and I got to meet my second all-time favorite wrestler sitting next to my favorite all-time wrestler. I got to meet Sting.
Oh wow.
And let me tell you, man, he is so much the character in person, and he's also Steve in person too. Like he's both. He does it both, and he's just
Oh,
so
Steve
Wow.
Borden, right?
yeah. Steve Borden, and like,
Well, he did
but
a couple movies too, I think, in the
yeah,
90s.
yeah. But like when you're standing next to him and you just
Okay,
feel
the
the
wrestler with the
energy.
most number of belts at once was Ultimo Dragon in
Oh,
New
1996.
yeah.
New
While in
Japan New
Japan,
Japan Pro.
he
Yeah,
won the J Crown, which was
6.
basically 8 titles
Yep,
Oh,
from
yep.
various federations, including the WWF Light Heavyweight Champion. While he had that, he was also the NWA Middleweight Champion, giving him a total of 9 titles at one
wow.
time.
Does it say how
Gee.
many Lance Storm had at once, brother?
Good
But
night, Mama Wolf.
yeah, it was like 5 or 6.
Yeah, at once. Yeah, that's
NWA middle. He was also NWA middleweight champion, giving him a total of 9 titles. Because when he returned to North America, he won the WCW Cruiserweight title for a grand total of 10 championships held by a single wrestler, a
I
record
used to
that will
love his
likely never
Dragon
be
Oh,
Sleeper.
broken.
The Dragon Sleeper he used to do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kurt Angle had more belts than Lance Storm.
At one time?
Yes.
really? Kurt Angle.
Storm was a
Wow.
triple champion only briefly, as he was awarded the hardcore and cruiserweight titles to his partners in his Canadian team. But yeah, he had 3 titles at once.
Jeez.
It was the WCW United States Hardcore and Cruiserweight title. Kurt Angle
That's
had
amazing.
he had the Eurocontinental Championship,
Good night, Mama Wolf.
the
Thank you for
Intercontinental
joining us.
title, and the European title.
Good night, Mama Wolf.
just so you know, I am booking Card Shop for next week's episode. Gonna give him a 30-day contract. We're gonna get him on every Monday.
Okay, Kurt Angle held the TNA World Title, X Division title, Tag Team titles, as well as the IWGP Heavyweight title, all at the same time.
Wow.
I got a belt too, leather. It's leather, but it's got some metal pieces on it. So like, yeah.
And I'm the HWA or Horizon Wrestling Federation champion.
Yes, you are, and we're still waiting to figure out who's going to defend, who you're going to defend against.
Well, you guys got to beat something. You got to do something first.
Well, but Horizon's got to give
I
us the
don't know.
ultimatum.
I might end up
Last-
having to retire undefeated.
No,
I don't know. Last Friday, Kayla gave us all a run for that money, man. I think she's
Oh,
a
yeah.
contender.
she's a contender for sure.
She sold everything she had. Everything
Yep.
that girl showed, she
Yep.
sold it. And I'm sitting there
So-
boo-hooing.
So when I met Sting, sitting next to Sting was Goldberg, and I didn't have enough money at the time, and I didn't get to pay for Goldberg, but there's something happened personally with the family while I was there, and he overheard me saying this thing, this, that, and the other thing, and Sting gave me his prayers, and I had 3 things for him to sign. I didn't know which one I wanted him to sign, so Sting's like, just one, and I was like, well, yeah. He's like, give me them, and he signed all 3 of the items for me.
Wow.
And he said Merry Christmas, and I send prayers to you. So, but then as I was getting ready to leave, Goldberg pulled me aside and he said, dude, I just heard all that. Are you all right? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, but you didn't have enough.
He's supposed to be a super nice guy.
He's like, you didn't have enough to get the autograph for me, and I'm like, I didn't. He's like, well, give me what you have in the bag, I'll sign it. I'm like, so I got Goldberg's, and I got Sting's, and I was like, I was just in tears walking out of the room, and I'm like, on top
Good night,
of what was
Frank.
going on.
Good
Good
night.
night, guys.
And next week he'll have Bo Smith's autograph in his hands.
I'll have who?
Bo Smith's autograph in your hands. You don't know who that is?
No. Whose autograph
Okay.
do I get?
Okay. Well, I'll just send the comics that I have for you, and you can see when you get it. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I know.
Undertaker.
Oh my god.
Oh!
It's the
Yes,
legend.
I
It's
forgot
the
about that.
legend.
Right?
I forgot I even bid on those. Oh my gosh. Woo!
Yeah, I'm going to send out the comics that I have for you, not the Valiants, but
No,
the
yeah,
other
but
comics that I have for you.
I'm all like,
I think there is a Valiant comic in there, but I'm not worried about that one.
but we have another panelist. We have another panel member, my friends.
Ah,
really?
I lost an ear.
She, we all know her. We all love her. The world's greatest moderator, at least in my opinion. Miss
Kablamo.
Krakatoa Kablamo.
You got my name right. I'm so proud of you, Diecast.
I know, it's so good.
Sorry, I'm so late, guys. I was running around.
Be right back.
It's okay.
Had to take
Now-
care of some kittle business.
Now, if you had short legs and not short arms like your avatar does, then you'd be really tired. But
Yeah.
Apparently, dinosaurs didn't get tired back then. They just had a lot. They just couldn't reach things.
Yeah. I'm glad we didn't have
Short
Please
legs.
hell with that
like
top shelf.
shelves, like top shelf things. I mean, I would have been super screwed. And I mean, I'm super screwed now. I'm short, so I always have to ask for help, and it's.
So
not
did
awesome.
so did the dinos.
I know. It's not fair. I mean, I live up to my dinosaur persona.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right, gang.
Just some more stickers.
I
buddy.
am gonna hop. I'm wiped. So
Yeah, you're falling asleep on us.
I am going to catch y'all later. Y'all stay awesome.
Thanks,
Take
Patrick Murphy.
Thanks
Good
for-
night, brother.
Bye,
Bye,
Good
Patrick.
night.
Bye. And then there was 5 again.
He had a busy day.
Yeah.
Yes,
He didn't get his nap.
Nope.
that's what he was saying. No nap. I didn't get a nap either.
Hi, Pearl.
There it is.
I'm probably gonna have to leave pretty soon too, because I got work tomorrow, and now they just added more appointments to my schedule, and it's gonna be crazy. But I'll get it all done. That's what I do.
So I was watching.
Do you still
was
make Do you still make most of them from your couch there?
Yep. But I still treat it like I'm going to the office. I wake up
Yep.
in the morning, I shower, shave, get dressed, because I do webinars, so I got to look good.
Yeah. Yeah. So I did turn on Raw for a smidge of a minute tonight, and I had to turn it off. I was like, I can't even review any of this crap.
Oh, God.
Charlotte was on, and I'm like, nope, turn it off. I don't even want to listen to her talk. She's nope. Get out of here.
Charlotte. used to
Imagine
be
they
good.
run her out though of the WWE.
They're
and then she
trying.
go. Well, yeah, but imagine they go to AEW. She'll be with her husband or dad, all the goods.
I'm telling you, my wife said, she's like, WWE's folded, but they're doing it slowly.
Well, I think what they're doing is they're dropping their assets in order to sell it. To be honest with you,
that's what
I think they're trying to make it more like a company, so that they can dump out and just not have anything except for royalties and a chunk.
Because think of it this way: they already combined the network with Peacock. They didn't need to do that.
Well, it's like, look at whoever owns the UFC, the group of actors. I mean, we know that it's
Sleepy.
Well, I have a feeling that it's the Big R, The Rock.
Damn, Darth.
Because he's buying up everything, man. He bought up the rights to the XFL.
Someone was
If
going to
you
go
guys
out the
remember
door, dude.
that.
It's all right. It was just, I never heard you that loud before.
Sorry.
It's
Well,
all right.
I'm
I
gonna
got a
go
little more of the
anyway,
ink
guys.
off.
Oh, good. You can barely notice it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can see it really plain because I can,
Yeah.
But I got a little more of it off. I'm going to
Good
keep
night,
working on it
everyone.
until it's almost all gone.
Have a good night, Darth.
Have a
Good night,
bud.
Darth. Thanks for coming, Bo.
And then there was the important ones. I mean, the 4.
Fortune 4. I
We're
wonder if
all
Card Shop got
important.
that.
All of us are important
Yes.
Yeah, we're all this whole community
for different reasons.
We all have it, but yeah, but yes. So I think they're just downsizing. Like I agree with you, James. I think they're just downsizing.
Isn't that what
I
we
mean,
just did?
Yeah.
Well, it's like, look, obviously we know why they got rid of Braun Strowman.
Well,
Is
he was
because
the highest paid current roster member.
you need one big man, right?
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, they got
I mean, he
Almas.
might not be good. He might, but I mean, you
He's
look at him
big.
and he's
big.
he to me is more intimidating than Braun, even though Braun is just ridiculously looking, and
Dude,
he's a beast, right? But
Braun was just like, how do you like? It was just they worked him so wrong. You know, like
How
Braun
do you
Strowman.
get to look like that? Steroids.
Yeah.
Well,
But,
he was a strong man too, right? So obviously, it's a different league. They're allowed to use that. I thought performance enhancing, or
Well,
it wasn't
it's
so frowned
entertainment.
upon.
It's entertainment. It's not sports.
that is true, Car Shop. That could be it too. We don't know, but you know, I can tell you one thing. I don't think Tony Khan and his family are that dumb. I really don't. And if anything, Tony Khan has the money. The Khan family has the power, and they're also debuting another show on upcoming Friday. So they have the room for television time to put the talent. Well, yeah, we're definitely going to talk about this next week. Don't worry. Even though we're talking about it right now, but like, you know, we gotta get out of the system right now. We get pumped. Because as long as I don't talk about WWE as much as I should be, because you know I'm always about the bashing of the bad stuff, which is WWE. Like, there's so much more like other good stuff coming out there right now. Like
there was a
like
time though that they were the pinnacle.
Yeah,
100%.
There was, and I honestly can't pinpoint exactly where I think where they started to go down.
2001.
Yeah,
when they got rid of Hogan and Macho Man. The minute Macho Man left, that's when it
actually,
went.
that was like 1997 or 1998, something like
but
that.
then they went up a little bit, and then they
when they got
and
Kevin Nash and them in,
and then they bought WCW, and then they had way too much talent. And you know what they didn't cash in on at the time? What they should have cashed in on. At the time when you bought WCW, you could have had Undertaker versus Sting. You could have had The Rock versus Scott Hall or not Scott Hall, Steiner. Like, you could have had those matches, but you waited so long.
But you see, The Rock was already phasing himself out of wrestling at that point.
Yeah, but all the
I mean,
dream
he'd come
matches,
back once in a while, but for the most part, he was phasing himself out.
Well, I don't blame him. Look at all the cash he's making.
Yeah.
It was just true. I mean, there was some good matches they had at the time, but then they tried to do the whole invasion thing, and I'm like, no.
No, the
wrestler I
three-way
liked,
with AC or
another
ECW
wrestler I
versus
liked was
WCW
Hardcore Holly. I mean, he was so bad. He was so bad.
He was so good at being bad, though.
Yeah.
Spark plug.
Hardcore Holly. I mean, he just wasn't a very good wrestler, but he was a showman. He made it work.
How about Mom? Men on a Mission. Remember them?
Oh my god. It
was
bad.
And then Molly Holly.
Yeah, and then didn't she become Mighty Molly?
I don't know.
Point with the hurricane.
What's crazy is Serena Deeb. She was the one from Cess.
Yeah.
Yes, boys and their dramas. You know,
it's great.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I mean,
nighttime drama.
Yeah, nighttime dramas. I mean, you know,
hey,
honestly,
I watch an episode of Fight Club every night.
Yeah,
of course, it's Dinosaur Fight Club.
Yeah.
So it's the real thing. I mean,
yeah,
not like, this fake stuff. This is the real thing. This is Dinosaur Fight Club.
Exactly. But you know, hi Lily, the WCW or WWF. You know, it doesn't like everybody's like, oh, it's sort of like the daytime dramas that women watch. No, man, I've watched a few of those. I'm not huge into wrestling or nothing, but y'all got like telenovelas going on with that stuff. I mean, it's like, and I love me some telenovelas. Like, oh my god, this is the one thing I like about Netflix. I can get my telenovelas. I can get my Korean dramas and everything like that. They're mausing. They're just like huge, over the top, very,
Oh
you
yeah.
know, um, Gone with the Wind esque kind of thing. Overly
Oh, they
dramatic.
make Gone Look
But
with the they make Gone with the Wind look like a short story.
they do, and but y'all's wrestling is like a telenovela, like straight up. Like I can understand why y'all get like hook, line, and sinker on that stuff. Like I could totally fall in for it, but
You
I
should
stay
go
away
and
from it.
watch Lucha Underground, Krakatoa. You'd love that.
Oh yeah.
It's a
Oh,
combination of
and
novella and
just as an
wrestling. It's great.
aside to the chat and to anybody that happens to be within earshot, if you have not read the original Gone with the Wind, get it and read it. It's one of
Oh
the
yeah,
best books I have ever read in my life.
yeah. It's amazing.
But
I've
wasn't
still
that a
not seen
movie?
the movie to this day.
I've seen I read it before I actually watched the movie. I mean, the movie was made a little bit before my time, but
A little bit cat.
um,
It was made before my time. What are you
yeah, I
talking
know. I mean, I know. I'm just
Hey, bud.
I'm trying to be kind
Now, my
to
sister has
myself.
seen Gone with the Wind, the movie, probably 60 times.
Yeah.
She's never read the book.
Oh, she's missing out. The book is fantastic. The book is literally written in Southern dialect,
Mhm.
100%. And it is just a beautiful work of art. It's amazing. The movie really didn't do it as much justice as it could have. I'm not saying that the movie is bad. The movie is phenomenal, but the book is something. Oh, Lord.
Lily, don't look at books written in the last century with today's eyes because you'll miss the point.
Yeah.
Just like you don't look at books like Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn with
Mhm.
today's eyes because you'll miss the point of the books.
Oh yeah, no, the banning of books, I find that to be ludicrous, and maybe
Oh,
I'm hitting a very sensitive note, but I really don't care. I think it needs to be said. There is literally Hello Kitty. There's literally no reason to ban a book. How else are we supposed to learn from our history?
yeah.
There's a saying, if you don't learn from history, you're doomed to repeat it.
Yeah.
Of course, there is, racism and bigotry and misogyny and all these horrible things that we know and we understand to a fuller
Because
extent
that's the
now.
way it was at the time.
Exactly. And because it literally was that way at the time. And there's a reason that it should still be out there for people to read. That not only are they still amazing books because they are so well written, but it also teaches you this is how life was. This is how people viewed it. And we've come so far. We are better than our predecessors for a reason. Why ban the book? You're literally preventing our youth from being able to maintain that learning from the past so we don't repeat it. Don't do that to yourselves. It's crazy. They banned Catcher in the Rye, The Mockingbird, Lord of the Flies, 1984, and Huckleberry.
Those Steinbeck books are some of the greatest books ever written.
Yeah. They banned a bunch of books at my kids' school. And I was appalled. And I am not a PTA mom. I do not do PTA because I don't do the Karens and the Chads. So I actually showed up to a PTA.
We got Chads now. Oh
Yeah,
man.
It's so fun
there's
though.
I know. It's just
Great thing to do.
I have very little patience for people that act like that. So then I get a little aggressive, and I'm a T-Rex.
I
I
agree,
hear
girl.
you.
Yeah, so I ended up showing up to the PTA meeting for that because my kids came home and said, "This is what's going on." They just said, "Bloop," here's a list of books that are being banned, and I was like, "Oh, he double hockey sticks, no." Guess who's showing up to PTA? And of course, all my kids were like, oh, CRAP. It's like, it was like, and I did. And I raised 16 shades of the HE double hockey sticks. Now, do they still stay banned? Of course, because too many Karens out there and Chads out there are like, oh, we're teaching our children about racism and, all these. And I was like, girl, my ancestors were in the Holocaust, man. You see me saying, "Oh, you can't read the Mein Kampf. You can't read this, the Schindler's List. You can't." No, how else are you supposed to learn? It's ridiculous. I don't understand it. I grew up reading these books and having teachers and professors sit there and say, look at the literary masterpiece in front of
Yeah.
you. Don't
And the
look
time frame that it was written in.
Yes.
exactly.
That's
Don't
the most important part.
Yeah.
Is the time frame.
don't look at the racism as in today's eyes. Don't look at the misogyny, et cetera, et cetera. Don't look at that with your today eyes. Look at that for the time period that it was in, and look at some of these literary masters who were also trying to bend those rules
At
that
the
were.
time that they
If
wrote
you want
it,
to ban
Yeah.
all those books, you need to ban all the works of Shakespeare as well.
Oh, of
Yep.
course. Yeah. Yeah, you're exactly right, Radar. We'd be stuck in a Footloose movie. It's exactly it. Footloose.
Damn
I
it.
love Kevin Bacon.
Damn it. We might have to go watch a movie.
I love
like
that movie.
Yeah,
That
I like
movie's
it
awesome.
too.
Footloose.
Yeah. Kick off your Sunday shoes.
shoes.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee.
Okay, now I don't want to
wonderful
watch it
movie.
so much.
It's a
Yes,
wonderful
it
movie.
worked.
It's a great movie. I love that movie. Oh my God, so great. But it's 100% true. What they're doing it in comics too. I mean, think about
3
the comic.
times. I thought it was 2 times. I always took it.
Yeah. If you shake it more than once, you're just playing with yourself. Oh, wait, wrong time
No,
frame. Sorry. Wait, what time is it?
If you shake it more than twice.
No, it's
I
just
If you
shake
shake
it
it
once.
once, that's fine. Shake it twice, that's okay. Shake it 3 times, yeah, that's how it goes.
We're not after the midnight hour, but you know the rules, sir. They're doing that in comic books now as well. I mean, look what happened with some of the comic books that were up for auction a couple weeks back.
Yeah.
People need to remember that,
People
first
were
of all,
incensed because a comic had a Nazi
it,
swastika on it. Well, I'm
the-
sorry, but that swastika was part of history, and it goes back further and
before the
further
Germans.
than that. And
Yeah.
it was a symbol of peace and love.
Yeah.
Was that the
Yep.
one that was in the Incredible or the Immortal Hulk book?
I believe so.
Yeah, it was that one, yeah.
Yeah. No.
But it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, from what I know, it used to be a symbol of love.
Yes.
It was
The 4
before
points.
they took it over.
Yeah, the 4 points that were 90-degree, they're all 90-degree angles, and they all meet in the center, were to represent peace, love, happiness, and fertility. That is literally what they originally meant.
Wasn't it Aboriginal as well? Wasn't it an
I
Aboriginal
believe so.
symbol?
Yeah, it was. I think it was of Asian descent. I forget off the top of my head. And usually, I know my historical things very well, especially considering, I mean, I'm a proud and happy Jew. I was raised in a conformed Jewish household. I mean, drab garments, didn't get to cut my hair, the whole shebang. I grew up in that. I speak Yiddish poorly now, but I do speak it. And I had my bat mitzvah. I'm a woman of the cloth in that manner. So I can sit here and I can look at a swastika all day and take absolutely no offense.
It's Hinduism. It came from Hinduism.
It's Hinduism. Yes, thank you. I knew it was of like a Far East Asian descent, but people need to remember that history is history for a reason, and that everybody needs to stop being so upset and offended over things that has nothing to do with the today and now. I had somebody try to defend one of my kids and I'm like, and one of my some of my children are mixed children, and they try to defend one of my children, and I said, you don't need to defend my children, they can defend themselves. Well, how dare they do that to the Black America? And I'm like, you're a white girl, back off. My kids got it. It's like, just let it go. Everybody needs to take a step back and just remember that history is history. Learn from it, grow from it, be better because of it,
Yeah.
and stop butting into other people's business so much. Gosh, golly goshums. Gee, golly goshums, Opie. Quit. It's like, come on. And I'm a harsh person, so that's probably, I shouldn't even say it. I probably shouldn't say it on air and live, and I'll probably get flack for it, and I don't care. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, treat others how you want to be treated, and stop putting your nose in other people's business, y'all. Chill out.
Agreed.
Have a nice
Unfortunately, we have something called the golden rule, which is no longer what it used to be. The golden rule used to be do unto others as you'd have them do unto you.
Yeah.
But now it's become he who has the gold makes the rules.
I look at it this way: if you want to be
I prefer
heard,
the old one.
yeah, I like it that way too. But like, if you want to be heard, be heard. But don't be crazy about it. I'm looking for something, and I can't, because there's another reason I stopped playing Magic, and it had to be with something where they could get away with printing these types of cards, but you can't read this certain book. And I was like, yeah, I'm not playing this no more.
There's a lot of
the
I
thickest book on the world right there.
What?
That's all Magic cards.
Yeah,
Look at you.
and that's just one binder.
Oh, there's just one of
yeah, my
one of a
binder's
hundred.
3 times that size. Oh wait, those are just Marvel Universe Series 1 cards.
Oh God, chaos. Papa chaos.
I got rid of all my Magic cards.
Mm.
Yeah,
I didn't have anything good. It was just, just alpha, beta, and revised stuff, and a few unlimited.
Uh-huh. That's not good.
Oh yeah, and I had some antiquities and
And legends
and legends.
and the dark.
Yes, I had the
and
dark.
Arabian Nights.
Yes, I had
and-
Arabian Nights
and
Ice Age.
Ice Age, and
and
yeah, all the good stuff.
and,
Yeah.
and the newest I ever owned was like, I think I had a couple of starter decks of 5th edition. And that was the newest stuff I had when I got rid of all of it 3 years ago.
Did you sell it or did you like?
Oh, I sold it cheap.
Oh.
I only
sad.
had about comping it out. I came up with about $2,500 worth, and I let a collector have it for $300.
You hurt my heart.
I didn't know you at that time.
Well, no, I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm just saying you're hurting my heart. You could have, made a little something off that, turned that around and spent it on more dinosaurs. Because dinosaurs, I mean,
I was waiting for more dinosaurs.
What?
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. I didn't want them. I wanted them completely out of my life.
Yeah.
I found a collector that didn't have any old stuff. He
Yeah.
had all the newer stuff.
Yeah.
So I
Okay.
said, "Would you like to buy my collection?" And,
I'll be right back.
I
I just
started
need to go
going
to a
through
little
with some of the
boys' room.
stuff I had,
Okay.
and he's going, "I can't afford it." And I said, "You can make payments. $300. You can make payments." He paid me $50. I gave him some of it. He took
Yeah.
it home, showed it to his wife. The next day, he came in with $250 to pay for the rest of it.
Armand, I don't
Because
know
when
what
his
show
wife
you're
saw
watching.
that, she went crazy.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he showed her what the value was of what he already had taken.
Yeah. I mean, and he could have turned around and sold a lot of that stuff that, and made a heck of a large profit. And that's what hurts my heart. That's what hurts my heart.
He
I don't want the Magic cards. I could give a flying
he
doodle.
kept it in his collection, as far as I know.
Yeah.
And talking to somebody that knows him now, I mean, he doesn't work with me anymore, but talking to somebody that still knows him, he still has all those cards, and occasionally will play with them just to drive people crazy.
Sure. Yeah, no, like
Are-
totally.
are-
I'm
So,
all
and
for it.
that's why I was willing to let them have them so cheap.
Yeah, I mean, people collect and play Magic, and I collect dinosaurs. I bought a dinosaur piggy bank table.
I tried to get another one of these to send you, but we're
Mhm.
sold out.
I told you, man. I was at the Walmart after you showed that. I was at the Walmart yesterday, and we were walking through and we were checking for something. I forget what we were looking for. Something dumb, whatever, some normal household thing that I needed. And I went down this one aisle and there was a whole bunch of piggy banks, and there was a T-Rex piggy bank, and then there was a
Oh, awesome.
Velociraptor, the blue from Jurassic World
Yeah.
piggy bank, and I was like, piggy bank dinosaurs, yay.
Now, I'm not good with math. So is that greater than or less than?
What are you talking about?
So raw is greater than die cast.
You're wrong, Armand. I wanted to make sure I was going to say it right because that's what I thought it said. But yeah, that's my cousin, and he can, you know what?
Yeah, so think of it like an alligator mouth, okay? So if the alligator mouth, whatever the alligator is opening its mouth towards, is greater than, okay?
Okay.
So but you have to read it correctly. So if the alligator mouth is pointing to the left, it's greater than, and if the alligator mouth is pointing to the right, it's less than. So if it was raw with the closed part of the mouth, like the pointy end of the mouth, and then your name, it would have been raw is less than die cast. And then if the alligator mouth is pointing toward open towards raw, it's raw is greater than die cast. Here, I'll show you.
No,
Because I do math. Okay,
math
so
hurts.
Yeah.
so
Math
raw
Yeah,
hurts.
I
is
understand
less
how it
than
works.
die cast. I'm gonna
No,
write that out.
Math hurts.
Raw is greater than die
No,
cast.
no.
Raw
No.
is equal to die cast.
I'm going to hurt my head reading this.
Okay.
Bed mass. That's all you got to remember. Bed
Yeah,
mass.
alligator mouth. Just think of it like an alligator mouth. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you
So-
left out the greater than or equal to or the less than or equal to.
Well, I'm not gonna do that Alt G to make that happen right now. I'm
Listen,
like,
Armand,
I've got 8 fingers available to me, man.
Armand, you know what you
and
can do
the
with
crazy part is I'm the only one that picks up on the two that can't be done easily.
Yeah.
that. Yes, math is yes. Math, no. Me, no. Math,
Okay.
yeah. No way.
So I wrote it out for you, diecast. So look at the first one.
I'm not looking at it.
So raw, okay, and then the alligator mouth is pointing towards you, right? The open mouth is pointing towards you. So raw is less than diecast because the pointy end of the mouth, the end of the back of the throat of the alligator mouth is touching raw, and the open is touching you. So raw is less than diecast. And then the
Okay.
next one is raw is greater than diecast because it's flipped around. So
Right.
raw, so the alligator mouth is eating raw, so it's greater than.
Okay.
Does that make more sense? I'm going to teach you
It probably would have made better sense if you said Tyrannosaurus mouth. Or
well, the alligator always eats William is right. The alligator always eats the bigger one, but depending on which way the alligator is facing will depend on how you read it.
How did we get into math? I always
I
said
don't
was math
know.
hurts, and I didn't understand. I didn't want to make the assumption that if it was greater than or less than, because I had something to say to my cousin if it was what I thought it was, which it was.
Do you know why math is important to collectors?
Why?
Because how else am I going to figure out what all this stuff is here?
Mm-hmm.
How can I figure out current market value and based on what I want to sell something for, based on the value, if I don't understand math?
Yeah, I can teach you diecast. It's okay.
There's a book for that. Isn't that the Overstreet Price Guide? It is.
You can't always go based off of that because remember, those books are based on specific, they're like, this is what a very fine is, and you would have to know that your comic fits into the very fine category.
Wait.
You know what I mean?
Where does very fine come into math?
I actually have a an Excel sheet that I can plug a number into, and in the verifying to near mint category, or no, in the near mint category, it will give me numbers for every other condition.
Yeah.
It'll give me approximate price values for every other condition.
Yeah.
And of course, I had to design that myself because you can't get it any other way.
There was a time back in the day
No,
where I actually was
no,
going to go to school to be a
No
math
welcome
teacher.
for the math, Armand. No.
I wanted to go to school to be a math teacher at one point, and my good night. My father convinced me not to do it, and my father has a master's degree in mathematics, and he told me not to do it. And I kind of regret it on one side because I really love math, but on the other side, I hate people's kids. Like, I mean, I don't like kids, and I have 8 of them. Okay.
8 is enough.
8 is a TV show.
Yes, somebody got it.
Yeah, a great TV show, mind you. But yeah, 8 is
8
enough,
kids is 7.5 too many.
right?
What
Right?
time is it?
I don't know. It's
11?
tool time. It's tool time.
It's tool time.
Can we learn
Uh,
about the Dewey Decimal System next?
I can
Hey,
totally
whoa,
teach you about the Dewey
whoa,
Decimal. Like, I'm really
whoa.
good at math.
Do they even use that anymore?
Yes.
Whoa.
I just like saying Dewey.
You like saying Dewey Decimal?
DDS. DDS. No. Armand, no. We're not doing that next time you come up, down. Wait. Yeah, next time you come down, no. You better not. Oh, come on, man. I know that. That's not math. That's
You know what's really fun that would totally like pop your cork is Euclidean geometry.
yes, Pearl. I
it-
am doing pretty good without knowing math.
I mean, you probably are doing okay, but you could do better. But
I
Euclidean
could.
geometry is, ratios of circle circumferences and diameters and equivalent definitions, and
I know circumference.
that's where we get pi.
Yeah.
3.14159265359, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah.
Look, I have a ruler. I know how to measure things.
That didn't sound right. 6, 5, 3, 5, 8, 9, 7, 9. Yeah, I only know it to
not after
a few
midnight.
decimal places. 3.1415926535897
Close.
and that's as far as I know.
Yeah, it's 14159265359,
No,
not
it's
8.
3589.
No, it's 359.
What? He's like, wait a minute, what?
Look it up.
Check that now.
You know I'm going to check that.
Yeah,
Because-
3.14.
because
Hold
We
on.
need verification.
Hold on. 3.14 159
say-
26535. And then if you're going to stop at the normal calculator, you go to 9 because you round up by the 10th, right? But if you're going to continue past that, it's 3.14152653589793328 4846, and that's as far as I can go before I have to start to look.
Yeah, that's 3.1415926535889. That's
Radar, I agree.
and then 79, and that's as far as I know.
Yeah, you always round up if you're going to stop.
Yeah.
At the 11th decimal, which is where the 8 is, you have to round it to a 9 because you're rounding up. So
But
you're
I said
supposed to say
897. But I said 8979.
Oh, you did say 8979. You're right. No, you're right. Yeah, I can do the first 2 sections. There's some guy that got.
Believe it or not, I had to learn that for one of my math classes in high school.
Yeah, so did I.
And that was 6 million years ago.
There was some guy that got onto the Guinness Book of World Records because he was able to do pi.
Actually, it was 1971, but yeah,
he was able to do pi like 700 lines through before he got lost, and I'm just sitting here like, bruh.
Like, you want to see something that makes
I
me
can
sad?
get 2 lines and then I get a little fuzzy.
It makes my eye twitch.
It just makes me sad. Look at that corner.
What happened to it? Did you sit on it or?
That's
Oh,
not
that's
what
how
makes me sad.
What?
Would you like to know what makes me sad?
Yeah.
I don't have that issue.
Mhm.
But look at the corner. It's so horrible.
I can fix that.
I'm
Not having the issue is harder to fix than fixing that corner.
Pearl, you are a very smart person. I'm good at math. That's like
Well,
that's about it. I'm good at
you-
math. I'm good at math and English. That those are the two subjects that I was always super good at.
And she's a darn good moderator too.
I whatever, but I won't take
Best
credit for that.
moderator that I've
But
seen in the game.
I love math and I love English, so I understand these
She hates
subjects very well.
compliments.
And
well, this is going into your second pile there. Kayla.
history, I'm kind of iffy on. Like, there's certain bits of history that I'm really good at, and there's others that I'm like, really, that happened? And then people look at me like I'm, batshit crazy, and I'm like,
The best
okay.
history lesson I ever received, I had to do a paper on a certain aspect of the Civil War. It was the Battle of the Bull Run, and I had to do a paper on it. And I was due on Monday, and this was a Friday. And I was telling my dad about it, and he said, "Well, you will get an A on that paper." And I went, "Well, I don't know. It's history, and history's so boring." He woke me up at 5 a.m. We only ever got up at 5 a.m. to go fishing.
Yeah.
No. We drove. At first, I said, "Do you want me to load the fishing gear?" He said, "No, we don't need it." And I thought, what kind of fishing are we going to do with that? We drove down to Manassas Battlefield Park and sat and watched the sunrise. And as the sun started to peek over the horizon, he started telling me about the battle. Every aspect of it, from what happened from our point of view, where things were happening and what they were doing. And I got goosebumps just thinking about it.
Yeah.
It was at that moment that I fell in love with history.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool, man.
I went home and I wrote the paper.
Wow.
3 or 4 days later, the papers are given back to the students with grades on them, except mine. She didn't give mine back, and I can't figure out why. And then she required me to stay after class because she wanted to know where I took this information from and who I stole it from, because I obviously, a person that was getting D's can't turn around and get an A overnight.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her the story, and she went, "I don't believe you. I'm calling your father." I said, "Fine. Okay." Yeah. 15, 20 minutes later, after the conversation with my father, because I gave her his work number, he was not a happy camper, she came back and went, "Well, it looks like you got an A."
Damn right.
You can do it. Yeah.
From that point on, I got nothing but A's in history because it became fascinating to me. But
Mhm.
before that, yeah, I didn't care if I passed or not.
I used to
Yeah.
get straight A's in history. Absent, 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 absent.
Oh man.
But
I always
I was
said,
too
well,
busy making history.
yeah,
that's
yeah.
also one of the reasons.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
also one of the reasons why my dad is my one true hero.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
No, that's awesome. No, math is why I mean, my dad is why I got into math, and English is why my mom's why I got into English. My mom was an English major and my dad was a math major, and and that was why. And because I was good at math, I was good at science, and because I was good at English, I was good at history. But I didn't retain a lot of the history that I probably should have, unless it was fascinating to me. I just kind of was like, meh, and it sucks because, sometimes,
Unless it's the Jurassic or Cretaceous period.
right? I know, like, my precious babies. But my husband's like really good at history. So the kids are balanced, they get the help that they need. But oh man, like I love math. Like everything is mathematical and you can just,
Absolutely.
pick it apart mathematically and then also scientifically in lieu of that as well. So, or in conjunction, I should say, not in lieu, but in
Look
conjunction.
at any object. You can see a few things. You can see squares, you can see circles, you can see oblongs,
Yeah.
and toruses. You can see all of these items. All of these are math terms.
Yeah. And math is awesome. I swear.
Everything is
Diecast, I can teach
mathematics.
you. I can teach you math. It's all good.
Bed mass. Bed mass.
Well, here's something that
You want to know math? You want to know math? How many pages are in a comic book?
Depends on the
Diecast.
comic.
64?
Depends on the comic.
Not for a while. The average comic book, modern comic book from the Silver Age on, was 32 pages.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
In that 32 pages, there are 8 leaves, and 8 segments.
Yep.
Because there are 4 pages to a segment. 4 times 8 is 32.
There you
But
go.
how
Plus,
many-
plus the cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how many of those pages interiors are ads?
Most of them, if it's
Yeah.
Marvel.
So I started
But
a
it's
new
true.
I started a new segment on my video dropping Thursday. You know how Chaos does cover of the week?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do cover of the month. And
That's what I was originally going to do, but I changed my mind and went with the week.
and I went and I did the month because like when you do the week one and you only choose 3 for the choice for the week.
Mhm.
So in retrospect you have 3, 6, probably like between 9 and 12 depending on how many weeks are in
Yep.
the month. Well, I'm gonna let people choose out of the ones I choose in every video I drop on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I got
But you see, now I only do the newer acquisitions that I've received. I don't do things out of my old collection.
well, this would I get like for Thursday. I picked a couple out of the My Light Project one because they were just too cool not to pick. And I think you'll agree with me with one of these, like this, was just too cool not to pick.
Yes.
So this is an option for cover of the
Correct.
month. I had to pick that one. It's come on. It's the
It's Turok.
and it's Turok.
Dinosaur Hunter.
And then so, but I'm gonna give everybody because I'll do like whatever I get in that's new and I show like on a Monday or on a Tuesday video like a mail unboxing. I'll pick one of those to be options for cover of the month. But like it won't be like Chaos said, you can't just go pick something out of your collection. It's gonna be something new. Like I'm gonna put these up on tomorrow's video and I'll get these to be one of these will be option for cover of the month, if not all of them. But like
I like this one better.
well that's a good one too.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
And then he goes, "Wait, I don't have that.
I don't think I do.
I know you don't. It's on your list."
Did it come out of my box?
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's why.
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Did you see his face? His face. Goodness.
Mine? Or
Yes.
his? I
You
didn't see it.
you had confusion and then you had, wait a minute. Wait, I want that. And then you had excitement because it was yours.
So it's not his yet. We haven't figured it
But
out.
All the seasons of feelings.
It's coming my way though, eventually. Oh,
Oh.
Magnus and Nexus?
yeah.
Magnus and Nexus. Stop salivating, Chris.
But he's so happy.
When you sent me the numbers that like, yeah, these are the ones I got from your list, and I'm like, which ones are they? Because like I don't remember the covers, I just remember the numbers, and I'm like, so I looked up a couple of them. Was like, oh, was it-
I didn't know if you had this or not.
Nope, don't got that one.
Yeah, that's the one that's one that I put in your list that I said this wasn't on your list.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that was a book until you told me about it, and I was like, wait, So I don't. I had the other one that was similar to, like, it was another yearbook, but it wasn't Eternal Warrior.
Now I'm just going to make him mad because he doesn't have it.
I'm not looking.
Mm,
I don't want to look.
You should look.
Solar Man of the Atom. Wow, that's a great cover.
Oh.
What number is it, Chris?
Uh-oh.
I can't tell. Is it number 2?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I definitely don't got that one.
It's a box.
gonna
I still
one
have
hella
more.
chip.
I have more in my collection in the other room that I have to dig through because I'm not collecting it right yet. I will eventually collect the Valiants, but I'm not doing it yet, with the exception of Archer and Armstrong that I already have all of, and
Yeah.
Harbinger that I don't have all of, but I'm not sending you my singles of those.
Yeah, you have any doubles of those?
Yeah, I have one in your box.
One? Out of all those boxes, you only had one double of Harbinger?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm shocked.
Well, I have a lot of doubles, but you have them.
Oh, okay. So then, we're at the 2 hour mark. That's about good. I think Raw's over.
Okay.
Yeah, Raw's been over about a half hour now, but that's cool. I mean, I can keep talking. I don't care. It's just, I figure we're all kind of,
Knackered.
bathroom breaks or
Yeah.
whatever.
I was
After
on
I
for
showed
9
all of
hours
these, do you
auctioning
need my
yesterday. I'm
towel?
still tired.
Yeah, I think I do.
How did you do 9 hours without just being comatose today?
Cool.
I
James,
did
man.
yesterday. It was our inaugural auction yesterday, right? So,
Yeah.
and then it was just Frank and myself. Hood had family engagement, so it was just the two of us banging it out for almost 9 hours, and then a couple hours after, just the three of us talking.
Nice.
So and then I got to watch a little bit of Loki with my wife, spend some time with her, and then unfortunately I had about 3 or
I
4
would have
hours sleep
watched
as well,
I
and
would have watched some of that auction,
got up.
but by the time Patrick Murphy's show was over, I was dead, and I had to get up in like 3 hours to go to work. So
Yeah.
Radar robbed Frank. Wait, did I miss something? Did he get good deals or what?
Oh man, Radar won pretty much all, like he bought almost every single book, and then he got because there was a wheel too, right? We did with every purchase, you got a spot on the draw to win a slab. Um, so Radar ended up winning the slab as well because he
Nice.
had so many,
Wow.
which was awesome. Yeah.
Wow, Radar cleaned up.
Sweet. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
You could have helped the Nether.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome though.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
It's always good to get some experience under your belt. I mean,
what else
Of
do I have?
course, but 9 hours, bro. Like,
yeah, right.
does it hurt to walk? Like, because your
Well,
cojones
I
are
was sitting
huge.
here
Yeah.
for
Like,
forever, and it was like I kept having to take breaks. I was like, okay, Frank, you gotta do some unboxings. I kept making him go behind himself and grab these boxes and do some unboxings. We
Gotta
did some
get
show and tell time. It was pretty good.
that's
gotta get more coffee, Frank. Unbox
God.
something.
That's what I kept saying. I was like, I'll be right back, Frank. You should go grab that box. And he'd go and grab it and then start opening it. It would be super
Yeah.
funny because halfway through he'd be like, oh, I forgot I'm supposed to be facing this way too because he's trying to do an unboxing video.
That's
It was
awesome.
comical, right? It's a good time. We had fun. I mean, there might have been 20 people throughout the day that kept coming in and out. I mean,
Yeah.
but still, I mean,
Oh.
we
It
pushed
came.
through it.
It got here today.
Nice.
Oh.
It's a nice covering.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, now maybe,
That's Eclipse Comics?
Yeah, it's Joe
Yeah.
Chiodo cover.
Oh,
now
sweet.
maybe you and Frank especially will have like a really good like idea of what it's like to moderate, because when you moderate an auction, and you have a couple of people on the panel, if it's not your turn, you can get up and you can, go to the bathroom, grab a bite, smoke a
I
cigarette.
I
I
kind of
can't.
cheated. I had my wife. My wife was with me, and we had my daughter had just gone to grandma's, so we were spending. Well, we were supposed to be spending some time together, but so my wife ended up being a moderator, so we could hang out and spend some time while we were doing the auction as well. To be
Yeah.
honest with you, I wasn't sure that we were going to go that long. And I thought we were only doing a couple hours, and then he was like, "Yeah, we're going to go till 12," and I was like, "Oh," because it was only 4 o'clock. And I'm
Here you
like,
Yeah.
go, here you go,
"Oh,
Horizon.
okay."
Horizon's zest and solo slabs. Here you go.
I love Bone. Oh my
Bone.
gosh. So awesome.
Yep.
Um,
This is the third printing one, right? That's what I think it is.
that is the third
Yeah,
print.
that's
Yeah.
Oh wait, so,
But
okay. So
yeah.
which one? What printing is this then?
Oh, that's like a fifth or a sixth, I think. You can tell by you'd have to check on the inside, but I believe you can tell by the color of the logo.
yeah.
We're gonna have to look.
No, it's just when I moderate
Mine's
for
like a second print.
one of y'all's auctions,
You
you
have one?
guys get to get up and do all this stuff when it's not your turn. I don't get to do that. So,
Nope.
Oh,
I
we figured it out.
I get to this point where it's like I'll send a message out to whoever's coming up, and I'll send it to Horizon, or else, I'll send it to somebody, whoever's coming up, and I'll be like, I've really got to pee, man. like like I'm doing the pee pee dance in my seat. I really gotta pee. And then whenever that person's going, it's like they take a little bit longer of a time, and I can because I can pee quick, man. I learned that, Air Force, man. I mean, I know Air Force gets made fun of all the time, but I learned how to pee fast. So I went and I would go pee, and then I run back, and you guys don't even know I'm gone. It's great.
Yeah, I used to be a chef, so constantly it's like that. You're usually stuck by yourself. It's the middle of the dinner rush. There's bills touching the floor, and you all of a sudden have to go to the bathroom, and there's
Yeah.
nobody there to take your place. So you're just
Yeah.
like, bye. You come
Yeah.
back like 5 minutes later, obviously after washing your hands,
Oh,
and
of
then cook the
course. Yeah.
food. But I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do
Sixth,
sometimes.
sixth printing.
What did I say?
Fifth or sixth is what you
Yeah.
said.
Still
I
I
get
thinking.
can't
lucky sometimes.
I can only hold it for so long, Horizon. At some point, I'm either gonna pop or I'm gonna start cursing.
So bad to hold it.
Yeah, it's super bad for you. But yeah, I'll either pop and I'll pee all over myself, or I'll start cursing. So and
Poppy.
I'm a sailor. So the fact that I can hold in the curse words while doing this is amazing. I have the foulest and dirtiest of mouths.
Yes, we know.
Yeah, wait till the live ends. That's when all the F bombs come
Oh,
out and everything.
I remember the first time I was ever
Yeah,
on
the second print has the green logo. That's the one
Uh-huh.
that I've got.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I was on with Patrick, and we went off. We went off live, and we were in the back room.
Yeah.
And the first thing he said was the F bomb. I was like, "Whoa!" He's like, "What?" I'm like, "I just never heard that come out of your mouth before."
Exactly. Yeah. And yes, Beth, exactly. No, my mom was a psychiatric nurse, and she took care of adolescent patients. So she would come home with some of the most amazing sentence enhancers known to mankind. And she would use them without realizing she was really using them around me, especially. And I would just use them, and I would get in trouble all the time at school. Um, and then she went down this path for a while of trying to use funny mashups instead of curse words. But she and I started like mixing like food with body parts, and then we would just giggle while we would do it, and then it became a thing. And so now I sentence enhance my life all the time. I don't know how I pull it off when I would work and have to talk to clients. I would be able to rein it in. I'm not sure how. Doing this, I can pretty much rein it in. I keep starting to curse, and then I remember I'm live and I shouldn't do that.
Yeah, my favorite curse word is garbage.
Oh crap!
So I'm lucky I have Charlotte around, and anytime I drop a bomb, she goes F bomb, or she'll point at me and she'll yell it out like "Don't do that," and I'm like, "Oh, okay," and I
Hey,
forget.
Daddy, F
Or
bomb,
I'll be
no.
in the other room and I'll drop something, and then I'll drop the F bomb, and all you'll hear from her room is "Dad, F bomb." Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. No, man. Never. I give you mad props for working in a school system and not cursing. I
Oh,
I hate children.
you know how many
Hey,
times
I
I
work in retail and don't curse.
I
I
don't know
was
how
a
you do that.
I was a school bus aide for like 15 years, and oh my gosh,
That's terrible.
like
That's
Wow.
terrible.
I dealt with like the special needs kids, so like I mean I loved them. They were so awesome, but it's like sometimes you just want to be like, "Mm."
Yeah.
but they loved me back, so I had to be nice. And then like at the end of the morning route, I go in, I get like four like two cups of coffee, and then I would like go outside and have a quick smoke, and I'd be like, oh my god, did you see what she did today? Like, you know, like, did you see what he did today? And that was the morning.
Yeah.
Wait till the afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is why I didn't become a
we have
teacher.
a special needs child. Well, he's a teen now, but every time he comes in the store, the mom and dad have to bring him so he can say hi to me.
Oh,
That's cute.
that's good though.
But
means you're very-
he's been doing that since he was like 4 or 5 years old because I talk to him like an adult.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't treat him differently. I talk to him like
No.
like
no,
there's no problem at all.
Yeah. No,
So
I just
every time he comes, he has to say hi to me, or he won't leave the store.
yeah. And
That's
Maria,
awesome.
that's exactly why I say I hate kids. I have 8 kids, and then I can't imagine having as many kids as I have and then going and my job is to be around kids some more. Like hang myself from the rafters kind of like
It's a reprint.
I need to get away, I have to be able to get away.
Yeah, this was the second volume, right? Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, 1980.
Believe it, it's probably a
It's
reprint of
Submariner.
Submariner #6. I don't know. Let me look it up.
That looks like it's a reprint. I think
I know,
I think
but
you're right.
I think it
it's the
reprints
second.
Submariner #6.
Which one?
Oh yeah.
First
Yep,
black suit.
I'm right.
Yep.
I knew you were right. That's why I agreed with you. You're always right. There's my man. Sexy. I like my men all burnt up with like ventilator systems.
You know what I like to tell people?
Looking
always-
like a campfire hot dog.
I'm never wrong. I thought I was wrong once. It turns out I was mistaken.
Right? Exactly.
Hey, good old Slimer.
Yeah, now
Aw.
comics.
Fun for the whole family.
That's cool.
Yeah, I like Slimer. They're hard to find in good condition too.
Exactly, Maria. Like I think that if you're going to be a teacher, you just don't have kids because you have kids at where you work and that's all you need. I am pro cowl. Look, every Star Wars shirt I own, and I own a lot of them, mind you, they all are Sith related. It's all about the dark side. The dark side has candy and cookies and deliciousness
Yoko!
and Darth Vader, and there's so much to love about being a Sith. I mean, go Republic, all hail, and I'm totally
Yoko
for
made
it.
an appearance twice on my show. I'm so honored.
Yeah, the boss is here.
Yeah, he's assessing the situation. Hey, Delco.
Come closer, Delco. I'm hungry. Nom nom nom.
He's so cute.
He wants down.
I'm surprised he finally came through the threshold of the new door of the new room.
Every time I put him down, he goes running out the other room.
Because
And
the
then he'll sneak back in. And,
other night he was sitting in the doorway like, nope, not
Yeah.
ready. Not
No.
ready, man. Nope.
Yeah,
Oh, look at you,
but-
James. Yours is sleeping behind you.
Yeah, Elfie, he's having a little nap.
Alfie's like, yep, nap time.
Dogs are better.
Yep.
Isn't
Yeah,
that
see,
right?
see,
My dog's here too.
Delco's famous though,
Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
that's true.
and
Yeah.
yeah. Basically, he didn't approve last night's episode because I forgot. I was so sleepy and so tired that I just forgot to put the ending on it.
Aw, who's that now?
Penny.
There
She's
you
a
go.
little rat terrier crossed with a chihuahua.
Yep. Yep.
Oh,
She's super. You hear her
One-
barking every once in a while. She's
yeah.
I'll have to take a photo since I don't do cameras, but I'll have to take a photo of my overstuffed burrito. And she's fine. And I'm not sorry. Like she looks like an overstuffed burrito. And it has nothing to do with me not taking care of her. I mean, the
Okay, is she spoiled or are you well trained?
well, it's actually not me that does it. It's actually my husband that spoils her to
So
death.
he's well trained.
Yeah. But we don't feed her people food. That's the thing. She actually has a thyroid condition. She actually has an issue that causes her weight gain. But um,
I've
she's really
offered,
fat.
because Delco sometimes use when I'm fixing something to eat. I've offered him different things. I've offered him cheese. He doesn't want
Yeah.
any parts of it. When I open tuna fish, he wants to taste it, but he doesn't really want enough to eat. So I give him about as much as I can put on my little fingernail, and
Mhm.
he's perfectly happy with that. Then he goes
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't people food the dog.
Don't. Corned beef hash is a whole different story. If I open a can of corned beef hash and he doesn't get any, he gets pissed.
really corned beef. Wow.
Yeah.
And the way that happened was some dropped on the floor one time, and he went over,
Tasted it.
sniffed it, and ate it, and then looked at me like, "Well, where's mine?"
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah. No, the only
That's the only people food he'll eat.
Yeah,
corned beef
the only
hash.
people food that we give the dogs is if we make up like chicken and rice and some green beans, like if they have a stomach problem, because that helps kind of flush everything out. And it's actually, obviously it has no spices or, salt and pepper
know,
on it or anything like that.
When I
You
had
tell
my
somebody
border
open some food. Look,
Yeah, I know. I see the
like,
intense.
no, here we go.
We're getting
You're
up.
out.
Hey,
We're
hey,
getting
Same
up.
with the
you got?
dog. The dog
Something
just
I gotta
ran too.
stretch. I gotta
They-
stretch.
like, I'm out.
Something's happening in the kitchen, man.
Like,
Yeah.
something's going on. I need it.
Yeah. When
Yep.
I had my border collie, I hit a certain point where the food that I was buying was so expensive.
Uh-huh.
Way to go.
And then I
PG.
realized that I could make her chicken and rice to eat all the time, and it would
Yeah.
be cheaper.
Yeah.
So I did. I kept a pot of chicken and rice on the stove all the time, and sometimes I ate it myself.
Yeah.
Because it was just chicken with rice in it, and there was no reason not to.
No, that's perfectly fine for a dog. I mean, we have one dog that has the opposite issue of our Chihuahua. So we have our Chihuahua has the reverse thyroid issue with the weight gain, and then we also have a Husky that has the hypothyroidism, which causes the extreme skinniness.
Yep.
So we have to give him like wet food, and then we have to make boiled chicken and make rice and green beans, and we have to do that all the time for him, which is fine, but it's a cheap alternative than really going and spending all the money, and it keeps his weight relatively normal.
Yep.
It's just a pain in the tuchus to do sometimes, I swear.
But you
So-
can make a batch of it and feed them for 3 or 4 days on it.
Yeah,
You just keep
yeah,
warming it up.
No, don't go to the store and buy the cold food in the tubes. Don't do that to yourself. One, it's super hyper expensive and it's unnecessary.
And
There-
it's got stuff in it.
Yeah. Go get a chicken, go get a bag of rice, go get a couple cans of green beans, like get the French cut, to make it easy for them to chew. If you want to give them some meat, get a sirloin, like a petite sirloin. Do not give them ground beef. Ground beef, actually, I found out from a vet friend of mine who I don't actually take my dogs to because she lives in another state, but she said don't give dogs ground beef, ground then
Yep.
meat in it, and it makes these little pellet deposits in their intestinal tract and it blocks them. Don't give them
Oh.
ground beef, not even cooked ground beef. Don't give it to them. They shouldn't eat it. Get a steak, make it medium rare. Slice it up for them. Trim the fat off. Give that to
Yeah, our
them.
dog loves sweet potatoes and pumpkin
Yeah,
for whatever reason.
yeah. Just don't give the
Loves
seeds
it.
of pumpkin. But yeah, no, there's a lot of ways to make dog
Oh,
food
I
that's
was
a heck of a lot cheaper.
I
and
tried
healthier.
growing watermelon once, but I couldn't do it because the dog kept eating them.
Yeah. Yeah. No, definitely.
And the ones the dog didn't eat, the deer did.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, watermelon is hard to grow, especially if you have an animal.
Not down here in Texas. It's easy to grow down here in Texas. The problem is if you have animals, they eat it.
No, never. I mean, I agree with you. I mean, if the fat is cooked properly and it's well seasoned, yeah, of course I'm going to eat it. But you actually shouldn't feed it to the dog. It's actually really bad for the dog. Um, they have you think that they wouldn't, but they do have very delicate stomachs. Yeah,
Actually,
no, I love
there
sweet
is
potato.
there's a dry dog food that Walmart carry. Actually, it's a Walmart brand that is very good for dogs. I can't think the name of it, but it doesn't have all those fillers in it. It's sweet potato, it's rice, it's uh, meat, and it doesn't say meat byproduct. It specifies the type of meat and all of this other stuff that it has. And I was reading the ingredients and my stomach started growling.
Yeah.
So
I always look for the stuff that doesn't have like mealworm or meal whatever,
Yeah.
and you have to be so careful about that stuff. And
Just avoid McDonald's. That's all.
right, God, the
would you
Purina
like to
Pro
know the
plan
last time I had McDonald's
is actually
food?
pretty good.
1978 was the last time I ate at McDonald's.
What?
That's funny because I just ate at McDonald's on Saturday. I hate McDonald's, and I'm sure Patrick will get mad at me when he watches this later.
Good old Rotten Ronnie's.
In
Patrick,
early
yeah.
1977, I ate at McDonald's and I got food poisoning. In late 1977, I ate at a different McDonald's and got food poisoning.
Mm-hmm.
In early 1978, I ate at different McDonald's still in a different part of the country and got food poisoning.
Oh yeah,
Well, they didn't have
Three
to wash
strikes,
their hands
they're
back
out.
then.
I
It
have
wasn't.
never eaten at McDonald's since.
No, the only time I eat there is when I'm going over to Patrick's to help him box up stuff and just kind of chill and have fun with my friend and his girlfriend and everything, and we'll go out onto the back porch thing, the Florida. It looks like a Florida room, honestly, in Ohio. It's crazy, but we'll go out there. I'll smoke a cigarette. He'll smoke a cigarette. We'll just have a good time. But when I go over there, I'll send him a message and I'll be like, "Are you hungry?" And he's always like, "You going to McDonald's?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I guess I'll go to McDonald's." And I have to go get him 4 cheeseburgers, and then I'll get myself the number 7, the 2 cheeseburgers and fries. See, the one thing I like at McDonald's is their French fries. It's the only thing I like, but I'll still eat the 2 cheeseburgers.
But they're not as good as they used to be.
No, they're not. No, oh God, no.
Some of my early memories of McDonald's was us sitting in the parking lot eating at McDonald's, and I'd look out at the guy behind the McDonald's restaurant peeling potatoes.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't do that anymore, man.
No.
Personally, I really don't eat fast food unless I'm going over to Mike's house or Patrick's house. But yeah, no, I'll go over to Patrick's house and I'll have to stop at McDonald's.
Now the best burgers are Wendy's.
Ew, gross.
Well, no. Correction.
No.
The best burgers are not Wendy's. The best fast food is Wendy's because you can get a baked potato with
Oh, yeah,
whatever
baked,
you want.
baked
pretty much.
potatoes.
Oh man, if you just
My
knew
wife
what we're
loves
doing.
those.
I used to have the baked potato with broccoli and cheese all the time.
Yeah,
that
with
was my
bacon
favorite.
too. Mm.
Ew, no.
No, you don't need bacon. Just baked potato with broccoli and cheese. That's all you need.
Broccoli, cheese. I'm all for
Everything's
bacon.
better with bacon. Mm.
No.
No bacon?
No, bacon here, bro. Bacon for me. I'm good. I'll get it.
Well, I keep as kosher as I
The
can, so
only
I
thing
don't
better with
eat
bacon
bacon.
is more bacon. Okay.
Correct.
Just bacon.
So no.
I had a friend. I had a friend of mine that was of a similar faith to you. And he said, "I'm going off the rails." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "I'm going to eat non-kosher today." I said, "What? What are you talking about?" He said, "I want a ham and cheese on a bagel."
Hey, yo, yo,
Ew.
yo, Jim Closet Gems. Good to see you.
Hey,
Thank you
Dad.
so much for coming in.
The thing is, he was serious. He wanted a ham and cheese on a bagel.
Ew.
He couldn't get one. He had to.
Ew.
He had to make it himself.
Look, I've tried pig a couple of
Mhm.
times in my life. It's disgusting. I don't know why you guys can eat that, but
It's an
frog on
acquired. It's a
it's
taste that
gotta
you have
be.
to have a taste of that from early days.
Probably. And I mean, more power to you, man. I mean, the reason that pig is I mean, you don't eat unclean animals, you don't eat bottom feeders, you don't eat shellfish, you don't you know, if the hooves are cloven, then,
You never had pig's feet?
no.
Of
Oh
course not.
man,
No.
delish.
No. There's certain rules you have to abide by in the Jewish faith, and let me tell you,
Pig
pig is
roast.
well,
Radar.
But the
Yeah,
thing is,
man.
given a
Mm.
choice,
Ooh.
a pig is actually a very clean animal given the choice.
well, nowadays, yes. So the whole entire premise behind that is when the
You
rules
have
See,
to
were
pull
put
out the grill
you've
together.
tonight,
never
man.
you've never had baby back ribs.
No, no, I have not.
Oh, I know she's had
Oh,
ribs, but they were
Oh
beef ribs.
what?
I've had beef ribs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, and beef rib soup. Oh my God, is that so good?
all
Yeah.
right. I'm going to say something.
Just
Horizon's going to.
take your beef ribs, you put them in a pot of boiling water, you throw in some turnips and some onions, and you're good to go.
Horizon's going to agree with me. Big Ed's, man. You know what I'm talking about, Horizon. I know you've been there. Can't say you haven't. Big Ed's barbecue.
it's making my mouth water. Mm.
All you can eat ribs, buddy.
Frog legs are good.
No, I've never had frog legs. No. Yeah, no,
Pickled
I've been told
pickled
that I'm
pig's feet
missing
is
out.
delicious.
I get it. But,
What gets me was when somebody told me
Yeah.
once, rattlesnakes taste like chicken,
Yeah.
and I went, no, it doesn't. It tastes like rattlesnake.
All you can eat ribs, Horizon. You know what's up. I told you you'd know that place.
I've
so
tried alligator, kangaroo.
Gator tail is good.
No, not kangaroo. Sorry, not kangaroo. Oh, it was camel.
Gator tail is good, and so is
Gator.
shark.
ugh.
What you
Love
got
me
that
some
at?
shark steak.
We've got it's a specialty meat store close to where I live, but yeah, it's like super expensive. I mean, it was
Oh
like
yeah.
20
Well,
bucks for 5 sausages. But
of
apparently
course.
camel is supposed to be like the best meat you can have because there's no hormones in it. They're the
Huh?
only animals that no one's, bothered to inject yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Until
Well,
Yeah.
now
Well,
that you
I
said
know
it.
that the UFC fighters, like all because they're not allowed to eat hormone meat, a lot of them eat camel,
card
which
shop.
is I'm not even kidding. It's crazy.
It is after midnight, bro.
Oh
You got
man.
it.
So just to kind of get it, to kind of like I don't go out of my way to do this. I mean, this is just how I was trained. So, and how I was raised. So, we're only in the Jewish faith, we only eat animals that chew their cud and have cloven hooves at the same time. So,
So cow
pigs,
is okay.
cows okay, but pigs are prohibited.
Yeah.
Shellfish, no lobster, oyster, shrimp, clams. And that's because in the Old Testament it says to only eat fish that have fins and scales,
Yeah, which
which,
means you technically can't eat catfish
correct. Correct.
Oh.
You
because it
can't
has no
mix.
scales.
Yeah, you're not supposed to mix
So we
certain
can't go
things.
noodling? No
Yeah,
noodling?
yeah, no noodling. Um
And
uh
if I remember right, you can't actually technically eat a cheeseburger
nope.
because you have the cheese,
Cheese.
which is
Yeah.
made for the baby
Yeah.
from the milk, and then
Right.
You
You're
know
not
it.
You
supposed
can't mix those two.
you're not supposed to mix meat and dairy. Now that is a rule I break because mama likes cheese on her burger. I'm just saying.
Hey,
I'm still dying over
try a
noodle.
hamburger with a fried egg and cheese on it sometime.
Yeah, no, I love meat. That they have a burger, and I found this out a couple years back. I can't remember the name of the place where I got this at, but it's called a Prince, and it's a burger with cheese and a fried egg and lettuce and tomato and et cetera, et cetera.
There you go.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah,
I sometimes will take and fry a burger here at the house and then fry an egg and put it on top and then some cheese and then throw some kimchi on it just for the hell of it.
yeah, yeah. But no,
Kimchi adds spice to your life.
yeah, no, kimchi's
Very
amazing.
literally. Yeah.
There's a number
I
of
make my
rules.
own.
Well, you have to understand, like the kosher rules or the kosher laws, there's like 122 of them. I do not keep all of them. It's impossible to do. Like, I'm sorry, I can't wear, all cotton. It's almost impossible. But but it doesn't matter. There's certain rules that I have kept because I don't like the way a pig tastes, man. I've tried it a couple of times. My husband, like, I will cook pork in my home and then I will feel guilty about it, but I will cook pork in my home. I just won't touch it. And my husband's always like, "Oh, it tastes so good." I'm like, "Well, I mean, it's sort of like cooking just about anything else. But I just won't eat it." And
You
and I've
gotta
tried.
try vanilla. What is it? Vanilla caramel ice cream with bacon. So
I
good.
I just don't like bacon. Like I've
Mm.
tried it. I don't like it. I wish I could
What
say I
about
did.
what
Yeah,
about turkey bacon?
there's some people that don't like that's okay. It's okay that you don't like bacon. I'm okay with that.
I'm glad you are. There's people who have gotten
No,
Do you
mad.
know why I'm okay with it?
It's more
It's
for
more
you.
bacon for me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
See,
I'm not
see,
saying
you
it's
people that
wrong,
put down people that don't like bacon, you're forgetting that that's more bacon for you. So stop doing that.
but I mean,
Celebrate the fact they don't eat bacon.
have you tried all the bacon? Like there's turkey bacon.
No, I like turkey bacon.
Okay.
Yeah, I like turkey bacon. I just don't like pig bacon or
Oh,
whatever. Or regular bacon, I guess. Whatever.
Real bacon.
Real bacon, sure. Um
raw.
plus plus if you think about it, pigs are insanely smart. They're really brilliant
Yes, they
and
are.
they're very closely related to us DNA wise. I don't want to eat something closely related to me on the DNA spectrum. I'm good. Um
But
They can smell truffles. I mean,
yeah, I mean, and truffles are amazing.
so
Why get rid of the truffle hunters?
we're at the 2.5 hour mark.
Because they eat them.
We are definitely 2 hours after Raw. I think all the Raw guys are no longer watching Raw.
Okay.
But I mean,
yes, Jen.
if
Bacon
I
and
mean,
ice cream.
if you guys want to keep
Mm.
talking, that's
One of
great.
the best ice creams I've ever eaten
I'm
was
gonna go to the
garlic
bathroom
ice cream.
Go to the bathroom, diecast.
I just want everyone to know how.
Salted caramel with bacon was my favorite. I couldn't
Garlic
even believe how great it
garlic
was.
ice cream. People think it's ugh. It is some of the best ice cream I've ever eaten. I had it the one time I went to the Gilroy Garlic Festival in California.
Mm.
It was amazing. Of course, I think I gained 40 pounds that day, and not from the ice cream. They had everything was cooked with garlic, like you wouldn't believe. You
I
wanted
just
beef, garlic. You wanted chicken, garlic. You wanted pork, garlic. I mean, didn't matter. There was garlic everywhere. It was wonderful. I don't remember seeing any vampires that day for some reason. I don't know why.
well, you couldn't see that they don't exist. They're not real.
Oh, tell that to Dracula.
I will.
As soon as you see him,
Yeah.
leave me alone. You don't exist.
Yeah, you don't exist. I mean, I'm not going to invite him into my home. I'm not an idiot. Just saying. Well, I'm telling you, I've tried it a bunch of times. I can't get into it. But then at the same time, there's a lot of foods that I eat that you probably won't like. So it's a win-win situation. I get my food, you get your food, and we're all happy.
Like I said,
Except for my husband, because I make him eat a lot of the stuff that
just
I
like
like to eat.
I have a friend that can't stand the taste of spinach. Well, that's fine with me because I love spinach.
Spinach is awesome.
Yeah, I've been eating spinach since before I was born.
Yeah.
Figure
Night
that one out.
Nether.
Figure that one out.
Night Nether.
Hey, you gotta figure it this way too. So I grew up in a family that is half Hungarian, half Jewish. Talk about like a conflict of food interest. I mean, there's a lot of like
Yeah.
Hungarian dishes that require, catfish, shellfish of some kind, pork or whatever, and we can't eat it. And so we have to substitute things out all the
Yeah,
time.
you can't have the lobster, but you can have the butter.
Yeah.
My wife has celiac disease, so I mean, everything has to be fresh.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of it can't be processed.
No processed foods. Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Because that really irritates the celiac disease really bad. Makes really sick.
Well, it
I-
attacks your body, right? It's not
yeah.
like a
Yeah.
normal allergy. It actually does real
No.
damage to you.
It attacks good and bad. Yeah. Paprikas circa nukadli perlini. You're right.
Yeah, spinach is the best.
Mm.
I like it raw. I like it cooked. I like it any way I can get it. Except in a can. I can't stand canned spinach. It's nasty.
That's
Frozen
funny.
is okay.
The frozen box.
The frozen box, you know why I like that? Number one, I grew up eating it. Number two, it makes the best spinach dip.
It does. It really does. The frozen blocks of spinach do make the best dips. They also really work really great when you're making spanakopita.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I used to work in a Greek restaurant, and we didn't use the frozen one, but we'd boil down all the big bags of spinach and make it from fresh. You can't beat that, man. It's so tasty.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's just I find that
I make spinach kimchi.
Yeah, there's a bunch of such great uses for the frozen block of spinach that just works so much better than fresh, right out of the ground spinach. And I hate saying that because I love a good fresh spinach, but there's just certain meals that you make where it's like I really want the frozen block, like good Lord. Oh, well, Pearl, with paprika
here's
circa,
something
you need to add
really
something
good.
to the sour cream first. So if you make it with the sauce, make it the night before, and when you put the sour cream in while it's still warm, but you have to make your roux so it doesn't curdle, and then let it sit overnight, and then reheat it, and you won't get that sour creamy taste if you don't like the sour cream.
Yeah. Yeah, I like kale too.
Yeah, I like kale.
Something I like to do once in a while. I get the big poblano peppers, the big ones, and I'll cut them open and empty them out, and then I'll stuff them with rice, spinach, close your ears, poblano, bacon, and cheese, and cook it. And it's just, it's incredible. You could leave the bacon out, I guess.
No, just put turkey bacon in instead. Because I like turkey bacon.
I don't want turkey bacon. If I'm going to eat bacon, it's got to be real.
No, I'm just saying for me.
I eat turkey or I eat bacon. I don't eat turkey bacon.
No, I'm saying you if you want to eat the bacon, then you eat the.
But I have
bacon.
put chicken in it, and it's good with chicken also.
Yeah, so you just make me one with turkey bacon. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to.
Why don't I just make you some with chicken?
I don't know.
Oh, no, I couldn't do that because chicken would be almost like eating. That would be almost like cannibalism.
It would be. They're so closely related to me.
Chicken are the closest relatives we have to dinosaurs.
Yes.
Some people say crocodile. No, but crocodiles are a separate, separate thing.
Completely.
Blue whale, no?
What's that?
Blue whale?
What?
Blue. Not in the dinosaur spectrum, DNA spectrum. They are in it, but they're in it in a different capacity. It's not the same. So
I mean, everything is related to a certain extent. But
yeah, birds in general have a direct course or direct correlation to the dinosaur genome and everything, but chickens, especially chickens, have more DNA marker matches towards specific dinosaurs than any
In
other
particular,
current
some of
animal.
the raptors.
Yeah, than any other current living animal on our planet. So they have more DNA marker matches to specific
Yeah.
raptors.
So if you want to do a real live Jurassic Park, you don't use frogs, you use chickens.
Yes. That's the only thing that I did not like about Jurassic Park was that they went with the amphibious splicing instead of going with chicken splicing. It would have been more realistic. I will have my own pet T-Rex and Velociraptor and Triceratops and well, just one of everything. I'm good with one of everything. I like
Oh,
them all.
and there's always the question: which came first, the chicken or the egg? I know the answer. The egg came first. The reason the egg came first is because the first chicken had to have hatched out of an egg from something else. So the egg came first.
See, I I'm kind of like a an egg believer too, but at the same time, the whole primordial ooze and the crawling out of said primordial ooze and all that jazz. And in theory, couldn't have something crawled out that was chicken-esque in order to lay said egg in order to create the current chicken.
No,
But, you
no.
know,
What crawled out was some sort of raptor dinosaur type of thing that eventually evolved into what we call a chicken. But it
and
had to have laid the egg in order for the chicken
right,
to hatch.
exactly. That's why I tend to believe the egg theory more than anything else. But wouldn't it have been like, could you just imagine being a fly on the wall when, like, Tommy, the velociraptor's wife, goes and lays an egg and then out pops a chicken and he has to like sit there and look at her and go, Sally, who you been sleeping with?
Yeah.
Like that, because talk about a crazy turn of events.
But there are also some new evidence that shows that some of those early raptors had feathers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. Um, did you see that they recently unearthed, n a, sauropod and, a, oh, man, what was it ca which one was it? It was, oh, there's Delco.
No, it isn't.
Wait, no, that is not Delco.
That was
No,
Morton.
that's his cat.
That's Morton.
Delco's over here somewhere.
He looks like Delco, but he's not Delco.
Yeah, he has some similarities to Delco.
Yeah, they look a lot similar.
Yeah.
They ended up in Canada, they ended up finding, a mummified remains of a Borreliopeta. And, it is so well intact that it still has guts, its armor, and some of its skin. And
Come on now.
it's so amazing. I'm
Some of
so
those
excited.
armor scales have almost identical markers to feathers too, which is really wild.
Yeah. So it was an accidental discovery. So what happened is at Alberta's Millennium Mine in Canada, heavy equipment operator Sean Funk was manning an excavator when he hit something hard, and over 7,000 man hours later, they ended up unearthing um, this amazing, beautiful, spiky armored uh, dinosaur. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the one that has the mace-like tail. Okay, so
Ankylosaur or something like that, or something similar to that.
James really sitting back wanting some dinosaur barbecue bacon back there. Okay, yeah, maybe. It's Borreliopelta. But yeah, it's what happened is the way they found. I know I'm geeking out, and I'm sorry. So I'm allowed this one little bit. So, um, so what ended up happening is what they think is that it went to like it was trying to get away from something. It slipped and it fell into the water and it got pushed down into the dirt, and then of course it had died, and it got pushed so deep under the minerals and everything of the sea that it kind of just mummified all this time. And it's just I'm like, they're gonna do like an autopsy, and I'm super excited. Like, I want them to like do that. Like, I will stop everything I'm doing. I will even stop breathing to watch that happen. That's gonna be so cool.
That is to dinosaurs as to that frozen woolly mammoth they found
Yeah,
is to
yeah,
the prehistoric man
yeah.
and
It's
mammoth.
so super cool. Um, yeah. I'm such a dumbass. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, I'm super excited and I want to see it
Yeah, I
so
do.
bad.
Horizon. I have tomorrow off.
Because Cam was like, I can't believe he's still awake.
I know.
No, I'm too tired to sleep at this point. It happens after a certain time. You get so tired you can't sleep.
Yeah, I've been there. Well, hello, Lily. Back in again.
He's back.
Back again.
Guess who's back?
Lily's back. Tell a
Tell a
friend.
friend. But yeah, I should like I'll have to send you a picture. It's so cool. It's so it looks like it's sleeping. It's so cool.
Oh,
But yeah, it's a nodosaur. If it's a nodosaur. But yeah, they're close
Doesn't
relatives to the ankylosaurus.
doesn't it look like a little turtle combined with, say, an armadillo, and then it has the
Yeah,
big
yeah.
round kind of spiky, or not spiky tail, but like like a round
Like a
tail.
mace. It looks like a
Yeah,
mace.
with
yeah.
Yeah,
little
Like an
bumps
yeah,
or
ichthyosaur.
yeah.
yeah.
What they found is a
Doesn't it
nodosaur.
have a crown too?
Yeah,
Doesn't
it
it?
has like a little bit
Right?
of a crown. Yeah,
Then when I went to the restroom and I left the restroom, I went to my freezer to make sure I had something to eat after this.
yeah. So yeah, it's super neat. I mean, I'm really super hoping that they're able to come up with some, really great scientific discoveries and everything like that through this, and kind of get us a little bit closer to understanding.
Hey, as
You
long
know,
as we don't try to recreate them, I'm all for it.
I'm super for the recreation, man.
No,
Bring it.
What if they
no.
taste delicious though?
No, we're not eating them.
But we eat
We're
chicken wings,
Yeah, we are going. I
dinosaur chicken
I
wings.
don't eat chicken, so
Dinosaur wing.
yeah,
What?
I don't eat chicken because I don't eat
Imagine
my
a
brethren.
pterodactyl wing. Mm.
I don't eat my brethren. So
Or brontosaurus, like ribs or something.
Hey,
Like
man,
Brontosaurus
think of.
burgers, or we pulling a
your
Fred
Mm.
avatar
Flintstone.
Well, now
sure is.
Yeah,
brontosaurus
see, that's
burgers
what I was
that
thinking
might be
about with the
okay
Yeah,
ribs, the big old
because
rack of ribs.
the,
Mm.
yeah.
the brontosaurus burgers or brontosaurus ribs might be okay because after all, they were the food for the raptors and the
But
larger.
they put up one heck of
They
a
were
fight.
grain
I mean,
fed too, right? So I mean,
yeah,
weren't they
the
herbivores? So they'd taste
brontosauruses,
way better.
brontosauruses. I mean, we're probably mean SOBs. I mean, again, rolling back to a couple weeks ago when we talked about this. I mean, look at a hippopotamus, man. It'll mess you up. It'll mess you up, and you won't even know.
It's one
Like,
of the most dangerous creatures on the planet.
yeah,
Or are
I
they the
mean,
only animals that actually like go out and commit like murders on their own, like just for fun? They don't
yeah,
care. They're
no,
just
No,
dolphins do
men
it
do
too.
that.
Men do it. Dolphins do it. Birds do it. Bees do it. Even educated fleas do it. Let's do it. Let's fall in love. Anyway, sorry, I'm a terrible singer. I've subjected you all to it. But yeah, no, everybody, almost every species has a marker for murder. But yeah, no, but
Yeah, some of the big cats will do that.
yeah, Hippopotamuses, though, they'll just F you up to F you up. Like, they're like, oh, I see you.
Although,
Let's go.
although there is one case of a hippopotamus going after a gator to save a deer,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
crocodile to save a deer.
Yeah.
And sometimes they do that.
Yeah.
And I think there was one case where there was a person, a human, off to the side of the water, and he knew the hippos were there, and he was kind of keeping an eye on them. He didn't see the croc. The
Uh-huh.
crocodile was coming after him, and the hippo charged, but not the human, charged the croc. Because apparently hippos hate crocs more than anything in the world.
Well, because crocs keep nomming on them, and and the crocs can't really do anything to the adults, but they can get their babies.
Yeah.
They do not like crocs, period. And no, I've seen hippopotamuses do random acts of kindness, just like every animal. I mean, there's that thing going on for a long time about the cheetah that took care of the antelope, for the baby antelope that for a couple days, but then it did eat it. I mean, it did kill and eat it eventually, but
but they never show that part.
No, they never do.
It was
Hi,
probably
Lily.
delicious.
It probably was, I'm sure, to the cheetah. And yes, Cole Porter. I love Cole Porter, and I'm a huge Tank Girl fan. So, like, if you watch Tank Girl, the movie, they do that. They do that bit, and it brings me back the feels.
One of the other ones that I liked was there was the ape that took care of the cat, or the big cat.
Yeah.
I mean, animals will take a pet. I actually know someone who had an Oscar, which is a type of fish, of course. It's a cichlid. But he had this Oscar, and it was a pretty good size, and he used to buy these feeder fish and give it to him. Well, this Oscar ate all of them but one. And then he'd put more in, and he would eat them all, but he never touched that one. That one, they used to pal around together, and when that one finally died, the Oscar, he walked in, and the Oscar was nudging it. It was laying on the bottom. The Oscar was nudging it, like, come on, move.
Radar.
Basically, what the Oscar did was it took that one as a pet.
Yeah.
And never would he eat it. Even after it died, it wouldn't eat it.
Yeah. Well, tarantulas do that with small frogs.
Yeah.
They do that because the frogs will eat the little tinier things that the tarantula can't get a hold of, which could eat its eggs. And, plenty of fish will have various pet-like things that will eat stuff off of them as well, and, take care of them. And it's a hand-holding kind of thing, I take care of you, you take care of me, kind of a thing.
Hey, Patrick, you're still awake. Come back in, brother.
Don't do it, Patrick. It's a trap.
But there's a lot of there's a lot of cases where here's the funny part: the two largest land animals, weight wise, the hippo can be very vicious. I'm not including the rhino, by the way, but the hippo and the elephant. Hippo is pretty much vicious. I mean, he will attack you for no reason.
Yes.
The elephant, on the other hand, is very friendly, very kind, and it doesn't want to hurt anything, but will occasionally, if it has to, protect its family. And it's easy for a human to become a part of that elephant's family.
Mm-hmm. Well, elephants get serotonin boosts from humans because they think we're cute.
Yeah.
So
I need the little boys' room. I'll be right back.
Wow, I have a really horrible brain, and I almost said something terrible. And I'm so glad I didn't. You barely slept. I know, man. I know. I feel
He closed his eyes for 20 seconds. He figures he had a nap.
Yeah.
Patrick's awake. You
Oh.
can hop back in. That's cool. If you don't, wait, go back to sleep, bro. What are you doing awake?
He catnaps.
He does.
Yeah, he does.
He really do. I, however, am actually going to go because I
Okay.
have to. Because I have a doctor's appointment for one of the kids in the morning, and
Well-
heaven forbid,
Let's wait. Where'd James go?
he had to go use the restroom.
He had a wee wee, okay?
I was looking at something else and I didn't see him leave.
And you're right, Jen. Elephants really are extremely cool, and I love when they get mad. I really do, because they only get mad for a gosh darn good reason, and
Yeah.
they'll mess you up. But I mean, they honest to God, they've mapped elephant brains.
It takes a lot to piss him off.
Yeah, and they've mapped elephant brains, and they have found that the same kind of serotonin that we get from puppies and kittens and babies or whatever it is that you find cute and adorable, the same thing elephants think of us. We're cute and adorable.
Yeah.
And that's just a whole nother level of that's adorable.
Oh, look, he's
Hey.
riding on my back. Oh, that's so adorable. So cute.
Yeah.
Get that stick away from me, you stupid idiot.
Yeah.
Bad human.
Yeah, funk. I mean, goodness gracious.
Look who's back.
Back again.
Patrick's back.
Back. Tell your
Tell
friends.
Patrick's back. Patrick's
Patrick's back. Patrick's back. Patrick's
back.
back.
You guys are way too happy.
He's
for my
back.
Dun, dun, dun. He's grumbling over there.
Here's Patrick. Hi, buddy.
What you doing, buddy?
I want to be asleep.
But you're still not. You now lie awake, you say. Right here.
I was.
Like I said.
asleep.
Sometimes people get too tired to sleep.
Yep.
Oh, look. Perlini's welcoming you back.
I was asleep.
What
Then
happened?
I woke up, and now I can't go back to sleep. So I
Oh.
guess it's time for me to watch the sunrise.
It's the shadow.
Shadow
Oh,
knows.
we've got a few hours before the
But
sun
you are
rises.
here. Yeah.
You tell that other Patrick Murphy he needs to slow his ass down. Okay, that's all I gotta say.
Well, he'll be on here soon, and then we can tell him that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dude. I
Oh.
feel you.
Well, you see, if he had gotten up earlier today and made it to the
I want a
so-called whatever
cigarette.
store,
Ah,
then he would have been able to got a catnap in the afternoon. But he slept late.
oh, I forgot to tell. I found something so awesome, and I want to buy it. I have to find one that fits me though, because it's only for kids.
Wait, what?
They have this cool dinosaur mask, and it's like a whole 3D thing, and it attaches around your head, but it
Is it the
has like a
foam
little,
ones? The
and
foam ones?
it opens with it, like its mouth opens and closes as you talk.
I have seen those.
I want one so bad. But they're for like little kids, and I mean, I'm a tiny person, but I don't think
Horizon knows. That be equals late, eh?
They're available from the Oriental Trading Company.
Ooh, I get that book all the time.
in adult sizes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to look.
Looks like there's also some available from. Oh, that's for a male though. Adult disguise, rubber disguises, male one size, costume. No, we don't want that one.
All right.
Jurassic Halloween costume.
My lovely people in chat,
Baryonyx movable jaw adult mask.
I would love to stay on more, but we're at the 3-hour mark. And It's about that time
Looks like
to
they've
say
got
our,
some on Amazon.
to
I'll
say
have to
our,
look.
say our little goodbyes because
Okay.
What I did was I typed into Google dinosaur masks for adults.
Okay. Thank you. I will look.
So then we will go from last to me and then back out. So first person to come back into the chat, where are you gonna be? Where are you gonna be this week, buddy?
Patrick.
I should be in bed. I'm not. Can you tell the enthusiasm in my voice?
We
Yes.
can, and we love it. You came back into the chat. You're the first person to ever leave the chat. I mean, leave the panel and come back. Like that is awesome.
Look, you know how I say I don't hate people, I hate myself being around people? Right now, the people that I hate being around is me.
Oh, but we love you.
Yeah, well, this person wants to be asleep, but he can't.
Well, that's the other Patrick Murphy's fault.
Truth.
So anyway, make sure you check out Late Night Live with Patrick Murphy every Wednesday and Sunday night, starting at 12 a.m. on Sunday and 12:30 a.m. Well, technically Thursday. I'm also here on Diecast channel on Monday night. Tuesday night I'll be on Horizons. Wednesday I'll be oh yeah, that's my show. Thursday we'll be over at Collecting Chaos. Friday night, the auction night. And I just pop in and out of chat at randoms. Go check out my new video where I go to the bin store and regret life's decisions.
That was really
Hey,
good.
I tried to holler and tell you not to, and you wouldn't listen.
Yeah. But all right, we're on to the next panelist.
Got some strange looks from the neighbors. So
Krakatoa Kablemo.
Hello.
Hello, Miss Dino.
I am I'm at places that I'm told to be at. And no, seriously though. I usually try to show up for diecast's auctions, and I wish I could stay for Darth's, but it's usually I have stuff to do the next day. But then I'm also there Fridays, and I try to moderate when I can. And I'm just not good at this part. Like I don't
I like
promote
this.
anything, and I don't do anything special. And
You can agree with Jen.
yeah,
and
I-
sometimes she shows up on my show just at random.
yeah, and I show up on Chaos's Papa Chaos's show at random. And yes, Patrick can be a diva, but that's why I love him.
You know, coming from Jen, that's a compliment because I swear she is trying to break the internet and she is succeeding, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, she's getting there.
Yeah.
And then here we go over to Mr. James Willie.
Hey everybody. I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you for having me. Diecast. It was great. It was fun. I'll be
anytime,
on
man.
your channel Wednesday, obviously selling. I'll be having the great auction there,
Hi,
and
Charlotte.
then after we'll be going to Darth's channel to have an auction there. As far as content goes, just add me, I guess, here on the IG. We will be putting out a couple more videos on our Comic Commodities channel this week, and hoping to see everybody soon. Charlotte just wanted to say goodnight to everybody.
Good night, Charlotte.
Good night, Charlotte.
Good night, Charlotte.
And here we go over to Chaos.
I'm everywhere. That's it. I'm everywhere.
The inner machinations
I'm here
of
on
his
Sunday night. I'm
mind.
here on Monday night. I'm here on Tuesday night. I'm here on Wednesday night. I'm here on Thursday night. I'm here on Friday night. And the seventh day I rested.
Doesn't it sound like somebody else, you know? I swear
Yeah.
to God, I'm chaos and training.
Truth.
We all show up everywhere all week, and then we usually try to take the weekends off. At least I do.
I will be I dropped a video this morning. If you didn't watch it, go watch it. It was fun. Except for the last part. You can close it at the last part because Delco didn't approve it. Tomorrow night, of course, tonight, I was on Diecast's show in case you missed it. Tomorrow night, I'll be on Horizon Picks Toys Talk. which he doesn't. That's not the official name, but I'm trying to convince him that's what it should be. Wednesday night, I will definitely be on Patrick Murphy show. Don't know if I'll be in the auction or not. I should know by Wednesday night. Thursday night, I have a show. Wednesday morning, I drop a video. Friday morning, I drop a video. Friday night, I do the auction. Saturday morning, I'm probably going to be at work. I don't know yet.
Okay.
I haven't looked at my schedule that far. So yeah, I'm everywhere.
Yeah, that's cool.
I may show up this week when you least expect it.
Oh,
That's
I don't
not
know.
ominous or anything.
Yeah.
We don't know. I may decide to do a pop-up auction when nobody notices. Just boop,
Oh.
there I am. Hey, let's auction some stuff off.
Awesome.
Don't
All
know.
right.
Don't know what I'm going to do.
Cool.
Depends on if I get some sleep or not.
Yeah.
So yeah,
All
that's where I am. What I'm doing.
Cool. And then over to me. Hello, everyone. Yes, I am back. I didn't go nowhere, but I'm here, full screen. So next Monday, we will have a special debut of Card Shop Reality will be on the channel. Can you believe it? We actually got him to come to the channel. I've been working on getting this deal for 3 months. And it's finally happening. And then what's today? Monday. So tomorrow I should have or later today, I should have a mail unboxing. And then Wednesday is what just happened? Why is there 2 of you?
Auction.
Oh my gosh. There's 2 of you now. Why is there 2 of you?
Gotta boot
You've
the
got
other
both the
one.
Patrick Murphys finally.
We need 3 more, and then we go back to me real quick. Finish this off. And so, wow, that was mind blowing. We had 2 Patrick Murphys in the panel. That was crazy. So, but yeah, we're gonna have Card Shop next Monday, and it's just gonna be awesome. Talking some wrestling, talking some comics, talking whatever, like we did tonight for 3 hours. Random stuff, food and barbecue and all that good stuff. And yeah, he is multiplying. He's only allowed to have 5 people.
Wait a minute. I missed a barbecue conversation.
Yeah, man, where were you?
Baby back ribs.
Oh my
We're
god.
talking about Big Ed's barbecue, all you can eat ribs, man. Where were you?
Oh man, dude, I got some barbecue sauce. I went to the local bulk store today and I bought some like pulled chicken, and I'm gonna like make this big pot of just barbecued pulled chicken. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt your outro.
That's cool, bro. I was like, all right. And so Wednesday we'll do the auction. Usual people will be swinging in here and there, hopefully. And then I usually run it from 8. No, is it 8 to 9 to 12? I usually run it 9 to 12, and then Darth continues on the rest of the night. And then sometimes we pop back into his. We don't know. Then Thursday we'll have the video that was supposed to drop last Thursday this week, but I had to re-record it because I had mentioned things in that didn't happen. Well, it happened already, so I had to re-edit it. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to re-edit it. I'm just going to make a new video. So did that.
Time travel messed you up, huh?
Yeah, it did. It was like I was saying this was going to happen, but it happened previous. Oh my goodness, it was all messed up. So then Thursday's my Valiant Comics My Light Project episode 2. I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, episode 2, and I did get a big stack of comics to show instead of the 4 or 5 I did the first episode. And then Friday we'll be on Horizons and the mega auction. I can't wait. This is gonna be a good week. And then, like we said, we usually flow into each other's streams all week and then pop up here and there. and that's always great. Um, and on the final note, if Mr. Chaos would politely like to give us our PSA.
Before I do that,
Mm.
you're not going to want to miss Wednesday's Eternal My Light project. I'm not going to tell you what 30 books I'm pulling out of my collection that I'm going to punish you with, but I think you can figure it out. Friday, you don't want to miss Friday's video, Freeform Friday video, because you will get to watch me clean Fantastic Four number 44
Oh, that's
from the 60s. Not anything new, an old comic, a real comic.
ooh.
Well, they're all real comics, but this one's more real. So yeah, that you'll want to see that. But you know what? Before I start cleaning that comic and before I start punishing you with these other comics, I'm going to make sure I wash my hands. And that's what I want all of you to do. Before you handle your comics, your collectibles, your toys, your games, make sure you wash your hands. It's good for your toys, good for your comics, good for your collectibles. Most of all, it's good for your health. So there you go.
Yeah. Thank you. And on that, hey, Lee, thanks for stopping in. That was awesome. And as you all know, we'll see you guys in the next one. And peace, love, and comics. I got to get that right. Because I used to always end my videos with peace, love, and diecast. And because I did the Hot Wheels stuff. And I got, it's peace, love, and comic books now. But
peace, love, and fatty meat portions of pork.
Yes, that too.
Have a good night, all. Thanks for
Have a good
coming.
one, guys. Thank you.
Bye.